Good evening and welcome to the Conclave. It is lovely to see everyone again. Let's see they're excellent.
We can't see anyone, do you?
I can see everyone.
Oh, God.
Hang on, I need to fix the camera up.
I was talking about
wow,
this.
so it's extreme close.
Oh, we are in Bush.
That's lovely.
You can keep it up.
Thank you for joining us once again as we push on with our main campaign. Episode 8 we are up to, with the party having just recently arrived in the elven city of Ishvanor and made some arrangements. And I need to fix that camera, so I'm going to throw to Richard very quickly while he does our sponsors, because we are missing the lovely Andrew tonight. So Richard will take over for 1 second.
These are big shoes to fill, dear audience, dear viewers. And we had a request just before the stream start for this to be done by Duncan Knuckle, a simple country lawyer in this fantasy land. And so to this I will acquiesce.
Oh, man.
My name is Duncan Knuckle, and I am a simple country lawyer. To this point, Eldritch Foundry are giving 50% discount on a single mini purchases by using the link below, which I will now read out. Conclave 15, so use that offer code when you're on the site, Eldritch Foundry. Who are Eldritch Foundry, you may ask? Well, let me tell you. They are a free web-driven character creator that allows you to design and order customized, realistic miniatures for your tabletop games at unparalleled levels of detail, with hundreds of weapons and clothing options, mounted units, and fully posable forms. Your unique hero is only minutes away. So don't delay, build and get your very own fully customized miniature today. Once again, Eldritch Foundry, and use the code Conclave15. Now on to our next sponsor. I'd like to introduce to you a dice company of the most extraordinary fashion. Roll with Advantage is a Melbourne-based company that wanted to fix an issue with dice purchasing in Australia, getting affordable dice in a timely manner that looks incredible. They are an all-woman run family business with customer experience focus. Go unleash your inner dice goblin and see what it's like to roll with advantage.
Okay.
Now, to get this offer, it is a 12% discount for all orders using the link below, which is rollwithadvantage.com.au/pages/coastal conclave. Now, this offer will expire tonight, my friends. Tonight. Tomorrow you won't be able to get this. Tonight is the night to order those dice you have been dreaming about. Once again, rollwithadvantage.com.au/pages/coastal conclave. Now, I feel like I've done my duties. Now I'm going back into retirement. Off to do some Justins to the Peasants, some Laura Bardens, some juicy justicial work.
He's glitching.
That's all I had.
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
Thank you, Duncan. And as you can see, we have all purchased some beautiful dice from Roll Advantage. I have my 3D sets just over here.
I got the captain.
My cookie clacks in the background, probably.
Had to support my gals and thank my gals for supporting
I got
me.
the Vesuvius, and I forget the name of my other two, but they're awesome.
I can't remember what I bought, but they are exactly the same, just light and dark.
I bought
like
mine.
sparkles.
Oh, you got the reverse.
Yep,
Yeah.
They are on their way. And I would roll the heck out of them.
If you would make your friends jealous, like we're making mine jealous.
Yeah, roll with
We're
advantage.
being joined by the legendary Ares.
Oh, legendary!
I am probably going to do some more camera adjustments very soon.
And also unhealthy.
We rolled our roll with advantage dice and you guys appeared.
Nice.
Must
What
roll
an
well.
advantage!
I should advertise
That's a
that.
little bit too light.
It's a great feature.
Unexpected event. Let's see what else happens.
And just before we roll our
Yeah, sorry, I was just like this.
arrivals just get themselves settled in, we have a few little announcements to make moving forward. Next week we will be running an unscheduled one-shot that will be surprise content for everyone. Even these guys don't know what's in there at this stage, because we'll be missing a few of our regular cast members, so we will adapt and push on as we do. I'll fix that.
But it will be
just
spicy.
a second.
That's a Richard guarantee. This is going to be some spicy one-shots.
And then after that, I think it was after that, we go back to our normally scheduled programming, which you can see on our Discord channel, which is now up and running. If you would like to join us on Discord, there is a link on Twitch and YouTube and all of our socials. So feel free to do that.
And
Can you roll a zero?
if you are a Twitch subscriber, you'll get access to an exclusive channel that is just for you as a wonderful supporter of the stream. So come enjoy the interdimensional doorway if you dare. Please dare.
That gives us... Jesse is in frame now, and I can fix this one back up to go just over here.
You can
Beautiful
see me.
close-ups of those two. All right. Now, hopefully, everyone has watched our Arcane recap. Because I know I 100% watched it and remember exactly what happened last week.
I think I was off doing whatever.
But we are going to pick up with, I think Jesse might just still be a little bit out of camera.
Yes, which way do you want me to go? I can shuffle over.
And might lift that way we can. Close to the Nina. Get in there. Now just squished him. Alright. Cool, I might fix Richard up in a second too. But we are going to pick up with what Kaderi was. Yeah, that's perfect.
Get out.
Yeah, stay right there. What Kaderi was up to, and while everyone else was off, while Lilith was off pilfering documents and maps from an unknown magical user and running off causing chaos left for Horseman and Biff Hardblaster to resolve, Kaderi found some very interesting information which Kaderi may pass that across for me, please.
Is it coffee stain with like little burnt edges?
Found in the library, wasn't it?
It was. So I will let Kaderi do a little bit of reading around that. And you can choose to share that information with the group if you would like.
Oh,
Eleni can't read, so...
Oh, wait a minute.
As a priest of Elder, I would never snoop.
Alright. The rest of us, we're back at the Comeback Inn. Just a little bit out of camera.
The best name ever.
Can I just say that while Vidiri was in the library, eventually a lot of the staff started to gather around her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Different buckets of water,
Right.
fire
That'll be for now. Get it sort of
extinguishers.
puffed up.
Warning of hands.
Alright.
Just the general precautionary measures, just in case anything would go awry.
Getting closer.
Oh my god, that would be the dream.
Faustus has received his reply from the headmaster of the Arcane Sanctum to meet at noon the next day, and the rest of the party were in the inn trying to throw the Imperium off the scent. Lilith has disappeared and has not returned at this stage.
Suspect.
Actually worked very well because Lilith did in fact go visible and run away, and no one knows where Lilith went off to.
Oh, me.
So we will explore that adventure next time. But in the meantime, Vidiri, you have been exploring the library of the Sanctum for majority of the day, perusing a number of old texts, and as you search through the library, it takes a while to get anywhere with the information that you've received around your visions and star charts and things like that. But eventually you do find something, which is what you have in your hand. You feel drawn to that, and I will do that right now. Where did it go?
Well, it's all good news. No worries, guys. There's actually nothing wrong.
Excellent. That's exactly what we
Really tells her the oh no.
Okay, what
As long as it doesn't involve those ancient black diamond, and
That's true.
yeah.
I'm gonna take it.
It's
was discussed, like it's either that or the Lich.
It's an arrest warrant for a
Yeah.
group of adventurers following a small
So
horse.
while they're still reading, so Vidya's been searching through the tomes within the Sanctum's library,
This is very well.
feeling drawn, after a few hours, drawn towards the deep alcove. As their fingers run along the spines of various tomes, a tingle runs down their spine, and a soft line of divine light extends outward towards a large bookcase. Drawn as if by the will of a celestial being, the hand rests on the spine of a thick leather-bound tome. As you remove it, a cloud of dust snakes out from underneath and falls to the floor. The cover is faded and worn to a point where the title is barely legible. Squinting your eyes, you manage to decipher the language. This book is titled The Alignment, A Convergence of Realms. Would you like to share with the group? Or would you like
Do you want me to read it?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm happy to read it. During my time traveling the lands of Amar, I have encountered a number of wondrous tales and fantastic fables. Many of these were well-known stories, or at least those I had heard of in my travels. However, there is one that stands out, and it reoccurred through numerous primitive peoples that call our world home. The Lingari?
The Lingiari.
The Lingiari people of the southern Amar, the Yuanti, are far eastern Verandatia, and the denizens that call the depths of the Underdark home whisper of an event known as the Alignment. Among these peoples, the Alignment stands out as a significant event, and I shall recount its tale as best I can. The Alignment stands as a pivotal event that shook the foundations of the cosmos itself. It was a time when the celestial spheres aligned in an unprecedented configuration, causing a convergence of the myriad planes that weave the fabric of existence. The veil between worlds grew thin, allowing for interplanar travel, and the heralding both wonder and peril. As the planes overlapped, the boundaries that once separated the realms became blurred, granting the daring and the curious a chance to venture beyond the confines of their narrative realm. Sages and adventurers alike gazed upon these landscapes, both wondrous and alien. The tales of these journeys would be told for generations to come. However, the Alignment was not only a gateway to exploration, it was also a portal through which maleficent forces sought to infiltrate the prime material plane. The evil gods, whose dominion lay in the dark corners of the cosmos, reconciled the Alignment as an opportunity to extend their influence and saw chaos among mortals. In the shadow of this celestial event, a cataclysmic clash unfolded. The gods of order, embodiment of the cosmic harmony, marveled their divine might to confront the encroaching darkness. Titans clashed in the celestial battles that resonated through the planes, and mortal realms trembled as the cosmos struggled, ripped through reality itself. In the heat of the conflict, the gods of order rose as beacons of hope. They rallied the faithful and forged alliances across the realms, standing as bulwarks against the tides of malevolence. The battles were fierce and the stakes were immeasurable, for every balance of the existence hung in the balance. The Alignment reached its zenith as the prime material plane became the epicenter of the cosmic clash. The gods of order, their divine strength, magnified by the Alignment, launched a final offensive against the malevolent intruders. In titanic confrontations that transcended the mortal comprehension, gods of the darkness were felled, banished, or imprisoned in the distant corners of the multiverse. The event culminated with the Alignment warning as the celestial spheres resumed their familiar courses. The planes gradually retreated to their rightful places, the veil between the thickening once more. The scars of the Alignment remained. The tales of the unearthly encounters, interplaneal bonds became stuff of legends, while the malevolent gods' plots were thwarted, at least for a time. The Alignment serves as a reminder that the cosmos is a tapestry of forces both divine and inscrutable, where the stars themselves can influence the fates of mortals and gods alike. It stands as a testament to the power of unity and unyielding resolve of those who fight to maintain the delicate equilibrium that sustains existence.
Thank you. Sorry, I got a little bit flowery there, and it was a lot longer than I remembered. So thank you. Wonderful.
Those were big words, and I had never seen this before.
These English teachers and their creative
That
writing.
was awesome.
I was very tempted to send it, but I thought having a prop would be a nice surprise.
Oh, was that unsent
Yes, it
message
was.
I had in my messenger?
That was the link to the document that was in,
Wow.
but we decided to go another way.
What if I was extremely terrified of public speaking
I
and
would've
stuttered through every sentence of
I
that?
would've
Would you
read it
have
for
found
you.
bad?
I would have read it.
Probably should be on a Twitch stream.
Yeah, there's tens of viewers out there.
Yeah, right.
This is
All
where you like,
seven of
not-
them would be
not-
access.
Thousands. Our adoring public.
this is where you like, we're on a chip stream.
Wait, we're recording this?
I'm getting grapes out all the time. I'm so sorry.
I just thought we had like weird lighting in this.
Yeah.
I thought the bulb was out.
Vidiri, can I get you to roll an insight check for me, please?
Yes, sir. What is my insight?
It's actually plus 100.
Close.
That's cocked, that's cocked.
You reckon?
Yeah.
It's cocked on a 20 as well.
I'd
so
call it cocked.
I mean,
It's cocked, it's
it's 20 on
tilted,
one
it's
side.
tilted.
Yeah.
oh, 17 plus 6.
Very nice.
Say 100.
So as you're reading this, you begin to put the pieces of the puzzle together. The stars that you've been seeing, they're not new stars. They're just not your stars. They're not the stars of the Amaran sky. And as you read through this document, you realise that you're likely looking through the veil to other planes of existence when you are seeing those strange stars.
Does the fire realm, like, can you still see stars there, or is it like so bright because of all the fire that the stars are like invisible?
Yeah, does it look like New York City sky or does it actually work?
'Cause I'm trying to figure out if like
Maybe
the
they're
fire realm is just next door.
because they're suns, so maybe they're just like empowered by the fire and they're just super bright.
Oh my
So
god,
it's like
it's
super
so
night in
tempting,
the
right?
sky.
Having never visited the...
Oh,
Good
boo!
roll. What did I get?
No, Ashali does. There are stars that they can be difficult to see based on the ebbs and flows of the fire plane, but they do exist in our skies, absolutely.
Okay.
Just trying to figure out if it would be easier for us to get a Charlie home.
Also, we haven't done that.
No, we either have to kill an ancient black dragon or find an unknown keep of a lich.
Of a maybe.
I feel like we had a ballpark of where that was.
We knew he was able to do a
Yeah.
history check and figure out where
Yeah.
the lich might be.
Far West Plains, about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Can I confirm? Are we? So we're all at the come back in at the moment.
Yeah, I thought we all
You guys are?
Serious alive.
Vidiri is technically in the library right now, so this was sort of retconning to last week what Vidiri was up to. So we can say that she's come back and read the document to everyone.
Yeah. I let everyone know.
Yeah,
Everyone have a
I
look.
was like off street fighting or something, I think.
Yeah. You entered the Mortal Kombat tournament.
You missed the pub
Beating up a
crawl.
car.
Went to the Octagon, won,
The Thunderdome.
obviously.
Yeah.
I would say as
Come
I
back
come
with a
back
big
in to
belt.
meet everyone, I would, obviously I would have all this information and everything, but then where's Lilith?
Don't worry. Biff Hardblaster and Man Horse are on the case. We've already been instructed to find this invisible criminal, and we shall find them.
Oh, I'd like to meet these men. Where are they?
They've left, but Biff Hardblaster is still here, leading the case.
Bit blood blast. This is the morning after.
What on earth is going on? What did I miss?
Exactly. Yeah, I'd say that I'm meeting you guys in the pub. You're having your breakfast wine.
Yeah, so I mean, it is just Lollipop. They're eating breakfast. No Biff Hard Blasted to be seen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Just sitting
I'm
there
still
holding a
being
book upside down because I'm confused.
Yeah.
Just like,
Well, Vidiri, let's not worry too much about Lilith. Lilith will find her way back to us. I'm sure.
She's probably in another sewer.
Oh, see. I mean, that's so dark. That's harsh.
That's where we found her.
Didn't
Oh,
we
yeah,
find her in the
that's-
market?
We found her. She took us to us. She was living in a sewer.
Right.
Yeah, it
That's
does.
fair.
Yes.
I guess that's one way you might look at it.
Well, we didn't tell you about. Yeah, there's this whole thing. She took us to a sewer. I had an open cut.
Uh-huh.
Some creepy dwarf felt me up.
Right.
He said he was healing me.
Ah, did he heal you?
Yeah, well, yes.
Oh.
But I think it might have been a coincidence.
And that's where Lilith lived.
Yes.
Ah, right. Yes, but Vidiri, where have you been? You seem perhaps re-energized, excited. Tell us, what have you found?
Vidiri says all that.
Just read it.
I'm good this time. I got it this time.
Speech.
So do you think that this perhaps might show some insight into why the stars have not been speaking to you as you might expect?
They're not our stars. It's from a different sky, a different plane. Something's not right. It's not our stars.
Being an inhabitant of the Underdark himself, would Lolliput know of this convergence? That,
You can roll
Yeah.
history check.
Ooh,
Or religion check.
Just roll.
Religion check.
Whatever your best didn't do that one.
Performance. Wait, that makes no sense.
You can make it make sense
so,
with performance.
history or religion? It's a 4. Lolliput.
Nice.
No, it is. All it knows is that this is not a part of the Elves of the Silver Vale's belief systems or historical knowledge or common knowledge within your society. But you are aware that there are other denizens of the Underdark that do worship evil gods that may have other knowledge of this.
Okay, yes, shut up now, Vidiri. Now you listen to me.
Her hair starts to go a bit awry. You see this kind of start to look she's
Everyone pay attention to Lolliput right now. I've made a decision. I'm going to start my own adventurers guild.
Yes.
Okay.
So very on topic, Lollipop. I love this idea. As your mentor, I will guide you through the process.
You may be my very first adventurer. And Lolliput shimmers and takes on a kind of a portly dwarven figure. Thick red beard. What else was there? Like one of those scholarly, like Leonardo da Vinci kind of like pomp hats as well with a feather in it. And says, "My name is Copernicus Meatball, and I am the guild master of what did I call it again?
Oh, this is pre-planned.
The Coterie of Heroes. Gone are the influences of the Empire in this guild of heroes. For a small fee charged to any goal achieved from your adventures, you may join and we may farm out work to you." And I kind of shimmer back into Lollipop. So you see, my great plan now is the Adventurers Guild is poisoned. It's rotten right through like an apple. An apple eaten with snakes and worms and full of dog dirt.
These hungry snakes. But yes, keep going, Meatball.
I lean back to
I'm loving
Faustus.
the
I
people.
go, what did I miss while I was gone?
So there was
I mean, you're still at the table.
I'm still reading this book. I'm like, whatever, man. Like, I don't care.
You're like hiding your face.
I was like, this guy forgot the word fee. I'm done.
in summary, Vidiri, I would say that Lolly, and I say this quietly,
Yeah, we're leaning back.
Lolliput has reached a new level in his ability to deceive and disguise himself, and there are a number of personalities showing up here. I don't know if he's I haven't tried it, possessed or blessed by some tricks to God, but just, I mean, for now, he might get violent if we don't kind of...
Falsus, this level of patronizing is really getting on my nerves.
Oh, you
Can
can...
you hear us? Wait, can you hear
Have
us?
you seen the size of my ears? Of course I can hear you. Now wait, everyone shut up and listen to me again.
Roll for ear size. I
I'm
didn't
gonna
see
give
that. I didn't see that.
I'm gonna give you the bounty that Aldrich drew me of. That Doug drew me of drumstick number 1. Be like your first quest.
Very good, thank you very much. See?
It's not that I don't believe in you, Lolliput. I just fail to see what your fledgling adventurers guild has to do with the discovery of this alignment and this convergence of planes when so much is going. Tell me, why does this matter to you, Drow?
Because I grew up hearing about my mother's stories about her brave adventures in the Adventurers Guild. Paving away, slaying this and that. I wasn't really listening, but she did great things and people thought greatly of her. To come here and find out that any great deeds I do for this Adventurers Guild, my one dream would just spell success for the Empire. That any land I claim the name of heroic deeds would just become taken to further increase this bloated sack of bureaucracy that we now have to work around. No, you listen. Everyone shut up.
He's getting violent, like you said.
I'm going to start my own Adventurers Guild. And we are going to recruit whoever will join us and actually do some good in this world for a small fee. But they wouldn't trust it if we didn't charge. That's just a fact. That's a fact.
That is a fact.
That's
I agree wholeheartedly with every single part of this plan. I'm glad I had this idea.
Is it the standard 50 gold, and you're just going to forego the lands and titles being doffed to the Arilaran Imperium? Is it going to enrich the House of Lefenway, perhaps?
It will only enrich the House of Lefenway. First, we've got a whole horizontal scheme here. The money's going to go back into the organisation for certain administration costs. I'm talking about a flat percentage. We can iron all that out now. It doesn't really matter.
There's the overhead. There's
there's lots of charges. Thank you very much
There's
for doing
tax,
There's so much stuff. What we are going to do here today is all agree to join this fantastic organisation, a coterie of heroes, headed by Copernicus Meatball, a very trustworthy, stout individual.
Strong name.
The branding is insane. The branding is, he looks like a meatball, his name has meatball in it.
Wow.
I can see the logo now. Actually, he probably doesn't. Anyway,
Dr. Master,
the point.
what's the time of day at the moment? Tell me it's getting closer to lunchtime.
It's about 4
now
hours later.
mid-morning, so it's about 10 o'clock in the morning.
Do you join me, heroes?
I will do so.
Great, that's a yes.
Without payment or any kind of
No
locked-in
payment is necessary.
contract. Wonderful, thank you.
Just a gentleman's agreement.
Very well.
Yes, get it in the nooks
Oh,
there.
that's yes.
Yeah.
Very moist.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Thank
Eleni. It wouldn't be the same without you.
Obviously.
Oh, that one was heavier.
You're pulling back a stump, my guy.
Elbows? Aries, #1 hero.
Obviously, and he's gonna take it a step further. He's gonna pull out a dagger. He's gonna do a cut.
Oh,
and be like,
I do the same thing, but I use my disguise self to make it look
But
like
you
I'm
cut
bleeding.
his head?
Sandwich.
Tajiri,
Can I just go?
That get higher.
fist bumps count.
It's a locking contract.
Why am I the only
All
one
set.
that shook his
Because
head?
you grow.
Yes, Lilliput.
shook his hand.
Will you join us? You can do some real good in this world.
I have done, and I will continue to do so.
That's a yes.
We could kill them, you could do final rights. It's, win-win.
I have an appointment. I shall see you all soon, and with that I
Cheers, though.
walk out.
Cheers. Solstice.
I'm very careful to not make commitment style action.
We'll talk about it later.
To that end, I don't even put my glass down. I walk to a table near the door and put it down.
I thought you were going to walk off without like, that's a sin. You just stole.
It's a hard one.
Do I hear you say that?
Yeah.
I call that. But when you can read me the scriptures and point to me exactly which sin I have committed, Eleni, I will be your No, I'm not going to commit to that either. But yes, I'm very
Oh god.
Just watch as Eleni madly starts studying to acquire her first assignment.
Book's still upside down.
Yeah, book is still upside down. I didn't even run into that. Like, I was like, nah, too much effort.
So I head out the door. One of the things that you'd all notice about Faustus is he's wearing finer clothes today for his meeting. It's more of a a deeper and darker blue with this kind of deep red trim around the sides. More not priest-like. They're not really vestments or anything like that. But it's different to his adventuring clothes. It's and you would all know that I'm off to see Arctic.
The wizard.
No, the headmaster of the Arctic Sanctum. And I leave the room.
Hey, do you guys think False is to dress up for a date?
I mean,
Is that why he was
Meeting up
acting
with,
all anxious?
colleagues.
Is that what they're called now?
He was being very non-committal, so I don't think he was going to meet someone for a relationship. It's the wrong vibes to bring to that sort of...
I didn't say relationship, I said date. And honestly, that's being generous.
It is a tempting thought. That being said, I have an even better thought. Your adventuring guild, Meatball. I know what we
take
can...
a meatball's shape again.
what we can do. So, if we want more members, we have to show how good we are, right?
That's right.
Now, we could clearly do something outlandish, like kill the ancient black dragon. That'll bring us world-renowned known. But since we should get everyone involved, not just myself doing it single-handedly, because that'd be a bad image. Why don't we solve one of the big mysteries of the world? We could figure out the blight before Falstus does, and then he'll be forced to join us, and then everyone will know our guild as the guild that cured the blight.
I like what you're doing here. Let's workshop it a little bit. Let's do that, but try and bring Falstus into the fold. As we do it.
Alright, we try and save the dwarves without killing the ogres.
Save the dwarves without killing the... I mean, a couple of ogres on the list there, that's not a bad thing. Maybe we can recruit them. Ogres in the guild, that would work well.
It'd be good to have some extra muscle, someone I could arm wrestle with.
That's right. And to your point about not defeating the dragon by yourself, yes, you are going to be the #1 hero of this guild.
Thank you.
But we will also be all #1 heroes. You will be equally #1 in the #1s of heroes. But we will be #1 guild, of which you will be a #1 of.
Do you like the sound of #1? And you said it a lot of times. So I feel like I just stacked 4 #1s on top of each other.
That's right.
So I think that makes me the best, and that's what I like to hear.
Sounds like it makes a pyramid scheme.
No, I'm pretty sure you said
What
four.
asides to this?
It's kind of around like a real
trapezoid.
strong triangle. That's me. Can we have code names?
Yes. But they need to be brand appropriate and approved by the marketing committee.
So you're Meatball. What about Turkey Sub?
Nope.
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 Okay.
What I was thinking was, and just hear me out.
A non-lean meat.
First name Poppy, last name Cock. Or we can combine it, and then I'll just tell everyone to call me Stephanie. Stephanie Poppycock.
I'm now a random gnome in the tavern house.
Sounds like a great name! We should have next now!
Would you like to join the guild?
You can have cool names.
Right. Fist bump.
My mom's gonna be so proud!
Anyway, what else is there to do?
Okay.
What was the gnome's name?
Arctic.
No, the one I just signed up for the guild.
I feel like that's...
I don't know why you're asking the DM. He didn't create this character. Antarctic.
Dungeon Master, I've thought long and hard about this. His name is Tim Tam.
Tim Tam.
Tim Tam. Timmy Tam.
Does he have a class?
It's sponsored.
Or is he still just
Don't give me
common
free
level?
airtime.
Level
It has to be
He's
blurred
level
out.
zero.
Sorry,
Be
level
honest.
0, 2 hit points.
Oh man.
He's got dark chocolate hair,
Smooth velvety texture.
caramel eyes.
Tastes like biscuits.
Oh,
Shrinkflation actually got to him, and
Crumbles
it's like
on-
1
Yeah.
No, he's
inch smaller than he should
Yeah,
be.
he'd be a barbarian because of the Tim Tam Slam.
I'm coin that time, yeah.
To our international
Fun.
viewers, a Tim Tam Slam is when you get a Tim Tam biscuit, you bite off opposing corners in a diagonal way, and then you use it like a straw with a hot beverage, like a copper tea.
Aw.
Coffee
Yeah.
or chocolate.
Like coffee.
I was going to say,
Something
I was like, this
else
solves
me,
so many
Hey,
problems.
no, I'm not done
Oh,
that.
someone get in her a coffee.
What do
She
you
doesn't like
mean?
it.
No, actually,
I don't really like-
no judgment, because I just hit off both ends, assuming that's how you did it, and
I
it
just
doesn't work.
Sink every time.
Okay, I don't
That's
tell
it.
It's
that.
got to be
much.
opposing corners. and
One
you-
demo.
Okay, people don't explain that.
Jesse has a question.
So this is the biscuit. This is the biscuit.
Yeah, I understand diagonal. Like,
We're just going to take a moment of time out so that we can learn how to do a Tim Tam Slam. It's a very important cultural lesson for everyone watching from overseas.
No, this is happening in the pub right now. He's showing to other people.
Yeah, he's eating off
This is-
diagonals.
This is in
This is
character.
a fine tradition in...
He's bit off
Yeah, this is a
opposing
tradition.
diagonals of our first member.
Tim Tam.
One hand, one foot.
Yeah, this is a very common drow thing to do. We make really great biscuits.
In the Silver Vale is
I feel
so common. It's like basically how you breed.
I love this bread there.
That's so
Evan.
So last important point before we close up the Tim Tam thing. Drink it through the hot drink, but make sure you do not drink it for too long because its structural integrity dissolves really quickly, and you're just gonna get it soft enough just to eat it and for it to be delicious without destroying your drink and you never getting it back again.
Yeah, but also make sure the drink is piping hot.
Oh.
Just really, really
There's a
hammer
lot
that
of
down.
rules to the Tim Tam
That's
Slam.
it.
I'm sorry, Jesse, if I was looking at you with your eyes of judgment, you know, as you started to
I've never
table
noticed that.
myriad
Coastal
exclusives.
Conclave
that
does
have
not
introduced me, that's
condone the
concept.
drinking of piping
I did say that was a joke. Kids don't try this at home with piping hot beverages.
Did you hear what Jesse just said?
No, sorry.
He was like, I
Dungeon
showed her
Master
a
and
different.
audience. I promise
Australian,
never
like,
mention
drinking tradition.
Australian
I heard it was
biscuits
Huey.
again on stream.
There.
We haven't talked about Monte Carlo.
Spoiled I am.
Alright,
Yes, please.
That's my part. See better.
Back on track.
think we've got an episode name.
We were on a track.
Alright.
Can I just like roll for something?
Sure. It's going to be like a biscuit one shot. That's another one.
Can I just roll to see if I can read?
Sure.
Make an intelligence check.
Make an intelligence check.
We're not reading.
And she gets 20 expertise.
It's a 9, so I can read. I just have to sound it out first.
Spot. Chase.
You forgot the word fee.
Full taste spot.
Terrifying.
Pop on pop.
And you'll come back next week and be like, hey, what did I miss? We got nothing.
Literally didn't get out of the pub. Alright, so Falsters has exited. Would anyone else in the tavern like to do anything else?
Literally anything.
Anything else at all? Alright.
Can we all get up and follow Foster's like the Scooby-Doo crew?
Oh, God.
Yeah, but can we do it stealthily, but like...
Yeah, like the
not
Scooby
like
Gang.
that?
I
Roll
refuse to stalk him. No.
a group stealth check. Falsters can use his passive perception to see whether he identifies them.
Yes!
Oh.
Nat 20, dude.
8, my
Nice.
plot. I rolled a 21.
I do not
I have
detect.
this
I got it.
I'm the biggest one, and I had 1.
Yep.
Last session we got a ridiculous amount of nat 20s.
Well, I've only got 1.
12.
I got a 2.
2.
24.
Wow.
I kind of just see what's going on.
What?
And I'm
So 21, 24,
I got a 2.
a 2.
12.
So I set something on fire.
I take on a different
What's your passive perception?
12. What was it, a group check?
12, yes.
True.
So, we don't really notice. You see, like, look behind, there's a little bit of a glow in the air, but you can't really make out where it's coming from.
Temperature gets a little bit warmer.
I'm humming the Mission Impossible theme.
I'll
What
roll
did
one
Charlie
because
roll?
our friend is coming along as well. Can't really balance that.
I feel like I wouldn't be looking around anyway. Like, I'm not expecting anyone to be following me. I've got a clear thing. As far as I know, apart from the Chaos Lords, there's no trouble on my tail. I'm just going to meet someone who I have an audience with.
Too excited for your hot date.
For my hot date with a small gnome who knows things that
I bet he does.
I need to. He will teach me things.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he will.
charge.
Back in character.
Alright.
Oh, man. God damn.
I didn't think I'd make you mad this early, but here we
I'm
are.
not mad, I'm just...
That's disappointing.
That's what they all say.
That's exactly what a mad person is.
not mad, I'm just disappointed.
I'm used to that. That's fine.
It's like period 5 all over again.
What's the name of the guild again?
Oh, the Coterie of Heroes.
The Coterie.
It's the Coterie of Heroes, newly established adventurers guild. Falstus makes his way through the streets of Ishvanor. Moving through, you can see that the housing is beginning to thin out, and larger buildings are starting to take their place, and there are larger estates here. As you make your way into the Arcane Sanctum, the receptionist, or the attendant that was there the previous day, calls for an aide to come and guide you to Arctic Kelmina's office, which they inform you is atop the hill in his Mage Tower. And you can see there's a, calling it a hill's probably a little bit of a stretch. There's a slight incline in the road outside the sanctum that leads up to a very impressive looking Mage Tower.
So is the Arcane Sanctum like a walled, sprawling precinct, or
Yes.
is it like this is a separate thing?
So the
Like come to the front
sanctum
office and
itself
then
is like a big double-winged building, and then the tower is a separate building, technically on what appears to be the same estate, but sort of off and separate.
Right.
And it's perched atop a small hill, and you can see that it reaches skyward with graceful spires and intricate balconies, but there's no identifiable door as you approach.
So who is currently with me at the quote-unquote reception?
You have an elven aide who has been summoned to escort you to the tower, and their name is... Where did that go?
And we're all in the reception with newspapers.
With little eyes cut in the newspaper.
So there is,
I'm just standing
Have you
behind
stolen
a
a book
tree
from,
that's like 2 foot tall. I'm just
from
like,
the library, and you just see this huge leather-bound tome.
It's somebody else's
That
face
book on fire?
on the newspaper with the eyes are cut out.
I'm still humming the Mission Impossible theme tune and standing in the corner behind like a lamppost like that.
So the aide's name is Rael.
Rael. Don't say any pop culture references at all, please, Mike. Don't say it. Don't. Rael, Headmaster Arctic. This is my first meeting with him. Tell me, if you could, of his temperament. How is he?
Oh, he's, how to put it? He's a little bit... He's lost his marbles a little bit in his old age, but he's a powerful practitioner of magic. But he sort of locked himself away in his tower the last 10 years or so, and pursuing his experiments.
How long is his beard?
Oh, well, the last time I saw him, which was probably 2 or 3 months ago, was down to his waist, I suppose, yeah. He is a gnome, so it's not terribly long, but...
Yes, but wizards, they have a way of burning things off themselves, don't they?
Oh, indeed.
That speaks highly of him. For a short creature.
Oh, he's highly intelligent, he's very good at what he does, and he's led the Sanctum very well and turned us into a very high achieving school. He serves the Empire well.
The thoughts of all the various happenings come to me as I'm sort of walking through the Arcane Sanctum with Rael. Does everything seem in order? Is the standard flow of something like this, knowing that this is technically my first visit here, as we're walking and talking, I'm keeping my eyes open and ears open for anything that seems unusual, given the fact that so much unusual activity has been happening.
Not particularly, though. The idea of magic being out in the open in the Imperium is a little strange, and you can see that as you approach the exterior of the tower, it is very clearly adorned with some arcane sigils and runes even on the outside. It seems to sort of go against what you've learnt about the Imperium's treatment and attitude towards magic.
Exceptions. Okay, cool. Well, I guess I continue with Rael just making small talk on our way out to the Mage Tower.
Excellent. We're still following, attempting to follow.
Still following.
So Izmir is not following, the rest of the party is. So as you approach the tower, you can see that the exterior is a fusion of elegance and mystique. Smooth grey stone forms its foundation with shimmering blue and silver runes etched into the walls. A complex weave of magical wards and protective sigils work their way across. Tendrils of ivy climb the lower levels, adding a touch of natural beauty to the architectural marvel. The tower's height is divided... I was feeling really wordy this day. The tower's height is divided into tiers, each crowned by a pointed roof adorned with a star-like... it's an architecture word, so I'm going to get it wrong. If my cousin Chris is watching this, I apologise. Star-like finials that seem to twinkle in the sunlight. Balconies jut out at intervals, offering a breathtaking view of the surrounding landscape. A crystal clear reflecting pool at the tower's base catches the sunlight, amplifying the sense of enchantment that permeates the place.
I comment to Rael, this is a beautiful building. Amazing. And I reach out to touch the building. Does he stop me?
No.
Okay, cool.
Nothing happens.
I just want to feel it.
There's a bit of a hum as you sort of touch the surface. You can feel the magical energies that sort of fluctuate behind the sigils, but nothing untoward happens. Yes, it's been here since the beginning of the city, really. I think it even predates the Elven Royal Palace, to be honest.
I whispered to Eleni, I think his date might have been with the building.
I was thinking the exact same thing, but I didn't know whether I should say it or not.
Always say it.
Touch Master.
Always
Point of order. Did the sigilled door on the way out of the reception area to the thing,
Was it hot?
did that happen to prevent egress, perhaps?
If there's a window, so we
Not
can just
from the sanctum itself.
Dungeon Master, point of order.
We just see you like touching the wall through the window. We're like, oh.
Ooh.
He just like tenderly just strokes the building and we're like,
Did you guys catch me? I just comment, marvelous, as I
bet you do, bud.
See you soon.
Can't wait to learn from you. Winks at the wall.
Jesus Christ.
I truly can't be the only
You are.
fantastical creature amazed by this magical construction. That's all.
Nah, bro, you are.
Yeah. Sound like a harpole. I feel at some point Eleni has to break down Faustus, sort of learned exterior, that he puts out there, and they can get into like a solid argument.
Oh, we're gonna fight. Is that not?
Hopefully it doesn't get physical because you'll win.
Yeah, that's why it's getting physical. It'll be like that, like stop hitting yourself kind of fight. Except it just gets worse and worse. You're on like the brink of death, and I'm like, no, have you had enough? See, this music is absolutely appropriate for you stroking the building, you weirdo.
It's a beautiful building.
That's creepy.
It is a beautiful building, yes.
Did you hear the loving way in which Luke prepared the description?
Nope.
We just had a loving way in which you touched it.
Yeah, the minute you touch the building, it was game over, my guy. Didn't take
A
a single
reflection.
information.
Of the majesty seen before me. That nothing more.
Everyone else is writing details. I drew a picture of a gnome.
Me too.
Oh, yours is
Let's
better
see
than
how
mine.
well
Mine looks like big ears.
you actually managed to convey what he looks like.
No, this is Tim Tam.
Bro, it's a
It's
sketch.
Tim Tam.
Like he's got a beard to his waist, and that's about it. He
Cool.
looks like big ears from.
I was
Alright.
about to say naughty.
Yeah.
So, you see Faustus reach out and touch the building.
Sorry.
And then
Yeah.
nothing happens.
To us.
A few moments later, a magical door does appear, and allowing entry, and Rael motions for Faustus to enter, but does not follow in himself.
Elders be with you, Raya. And I continue in.
Have a great.
Right, so you walk in, and inside you are greeted by an atrium bathed in ethereal light. You can see arcane symbols floating in the air that invite some form of knowledge if you have the right gifts. You see an ornate spiral staircase winding upward, seemingly suspended in the air by magic. Standing at the foot of that staircase is a gnome. And you cast your mind back to Weller's description of that gnome, who mentioned that you'll probably be able to tell him by his pompous hat. And if I get... Where is he gone?
Is it a pointy hat?
His description up. I thought when we were doing the Tim Tam Slam I'd have to do this after the break. So, you see a gnome of advanced age, his long white beard cascading down to his waist.
Yep.
You see bright twinkling blue eyes hidden behind a pair of spectacles. You can see there's an air of intellectual curiosity, but also absent-mindedness about him, as you can see that bits and pieces of his hair are attached to his robe in various places, and there are things sticking in pockets and out of the dozens of pockets half shoved away on his robe. His tall, pointed hat, which you can see why Weller may have recognised this or identified this as a factor in knowing who he was, is at least twice his own height. Standing up as if by magic, it has a golden buckle with a blue gemstone seated in the middle, or set in the middle, and his brim is wider than even possibly Lil's hat.
It's pretty good she's not here to see this.
Oh yeah.
He is adorned with the arcane symbol of the stars and moon. Despite that stature, he emanates a powerful aura.
Looks like stink lines, but okay.
How do we go? You
Nailed
got a
it.
giant hat twice the size of
Yeah.
him, yeah.
Nailed it. Camera
Great.
off, John.
I'll take a photo. Put it on the
Oh,
side.
welcome! You must be the young man who sent me a letter of introduction. Come on in, come on in.
Well met, headmaster.
Yes, indeed, I am headmaster and Archmage of the Imperium, Arctic Kelmina. What brings you to my tower? Come. Firstly, come up. We'll go upstairs. We'll go up into the chambers, into my living quarters. Oh no?
So I'm sort of taken up in the rapid fire questions. I don't get a chance to really respond, so I follow them up.
Perhaps the roof garden. I think the roof garden this time of year is beautiful up there.
Yep. Yes.
So you go up the stairs. It feels like you are walking for a much longer journey than the height of the tower that you saw from outside. But eventually, a door opens up into a large rooftop garden. Enchanted plants grow in arrays of hues, largely blues, radiating soft light, radiating in a soft sunlight. There's a small pond with a series harbouring a number of aquatic creatures that don't necessarily, from your knowledge, appear to be from this plane of existence. And there's a dragon-shaped weather vane pointed, just sort of waving around in the soft wayward winds. And you can see that as you walk out there, there is a mage hand summoned that is stirring cups of tea that are sitting on a small table and some chairs.
As we were right there, I sort of catch myself. My proper introduction, forgive me. I'm Faustus Delafay, priest of Eldith, and I hold out my hand.
He reaches out, he takes your hand, reaches up, takes your hand. A pleasure to meet one of the faith. Did you happen to come with friends? And as the rest of the party stop, they notice that there is a large glowing eyeball floating just behind them, as the arcane eye that has been summoned by Arctic.
I'm not sure what you mean, fair gnome.
You're not there, so don't mute. There's a party of 4 that appear to be tailing you. There's a drow, a half-orc, what appears to be, quite sure how to describe it.
Sausage dog.
Yes, a very small centaur. And
A majestic centaur.
I
They
believe-
use the words.
no, there are 5. I see the 5th one now. Yes. That's an interesting one indeed. And there's also a fire genus. Did you know that you were travelling with a being of elemental fire?
It seems not much escapes you, Headmaster Arctic.
Not
yes.
with the arcane arts, indeed, not at all.
Do we notice the eye behind us?
Yeah, you do now. It was invisible, but it has appeared.
God.
Yes,
I'm
those.
giving it a little tickle.
Oh.
Those are my friends.
So the shiver through a cool chill through your body as you touch the arcane
I'm gonna do
energy.
it again anyway.
And as if sort of changing the subject, you see, Weller sends her greetings from Darlene.
Ah, yes. Caught
And-
up in her schemes, are you?
No. We are merely acquaintances. And before you concern yourself about my arrival here on her behalf, she comes only with a request of you to assist me. And as, I guess, a favour to her in assisting me in my own quest, she will consider one of your debts forgiven. Of your choosing.
A debt of Weller's forgiven. That is a great prize. A high payment indeed. She must think very highly of you and your companions.
Well, we get on. Well, I'm not sure about my companions, but we've known each other for a number of years.
Indeed. Interesting. Indeed.
Forgive me for
An
prying.
interesting sir.
You didn't happen to give her your blood, did you?
Of course not. No. Our agreements go far beyond her blood magic.
Can I tell if he's lying?
You make an insight check.
Okay. That is 18.
18. No, he appears to be telling the truth. Yeah.
I just nod. Your magic is amazing here, Headmaster, as I look around and I see all these incredible things that I've never seen before. Is this all of your creation, or are you simply the...
The garden and many of the adornments are, yes, but the tower itself has been here for many, well, probably 2,000 years now, actually. It's older than the city itself. I'm not sure who made it, to be honest. I'd like to find out one day.
Yes, indeed. I'm not sure if you are aware, but it seems that there's great unrest in the region. We've noticed several troubles on our journey here to Ishvanor from Darling. And I come seeking information on a particular matter. But how fares the region in your eyes, Headmaster?
Oh, there are any number of troubles about in Amar at this time. It's, what we've got? The Blight in the north, the war brewing in the west, strange tidings from over the seas.
And a little bit of frustration has come through. You speak so offhandedly about the Blight in the north. How is it that you've known of this?
Well, there have been a number of creatures that have been corrupted by a blight of some sort, that have made their way this far south. Well, they're north, but they're coming from further north. So yes, that's probably the right word.
What I don't understand, sort of uncharacteristically impatient, is we met at the contingent of the Order of the Seven Sons, and they said the Blight had been active for 10 years, yet I find about it only mere months ago, if that. Has it really been bubbling away this long, Headmaster?
Yes, it has. The first elements of the blight we saw were probably about 10 years ago, yes, but it was only confined to the northern reaches of the forest of Venor, but recent times it has spread south very quickly and very aggressively. We have been researching and attempting to turn it back, but it seems to resist any efforts, any of our magics that we use against it.
And what of the Order of Eldith? Have they not been assisting in these efforts?
I do not believe so. Not my own personal investigations, but the Emperor has many tools at his disposal.
Yes, Tempest and more of them. But what of Eldith?
Well, you're closer to Eldith than I. Perhaps you could ask that question, indeed. Perhaps you are here as Eldith's envoy to go and do the investigation on her behalf.
Perhaps. Weller said specifically that you might be able to give me details of this spreading blight. You mentioned it's accelerating its spread, this corruption. How soon did that start? And is it really a mystery? Can nothing be done?
Well, I can tell you that. Let's see. The blight itself, I do not believe that any of us have the power to turn it back, no. But it was under control until an artifact was stolen from within the vaults here in the sanctum.
Stolen. What could create such a... What could be the catalyst for such a trouble that it should be removed from here and a foul corruption spread from the north?
Well,
I know of no such artifact.
it is a powerful artifact. He appears to be weighing up how much to tell you. And there are many powerful wards on our vaults. There are very few capable of making their way through outside of myself and, well, really just outside of myself within the sanctum itself. But I don't think I took the artifact. I think I probably remember doing it.
We're probably down the stairs just roasting this guy. Like every time he says anything, like.
The door has reopened for you guys to approach if you would like to enter the tower.
Okay.
Perhaps,
I've just seen the giant eyeball.
do you
I
trust
think we'll just wait.
the companions that are coming up the
Brilliant.
stairs?
I'm fine stitching him up
I
from
believe, for the most part, their hearts are true.
Very well. Look, if Willa has sent you, it means that she trusts that you have some way of dealing with or some role to play in the fate of this blight. So I will certainly assist you. Perhaps when your friends arrive and you look around and there are now enough chairs for everyone to sit in.
Molly puts strides to the door.
Ah, welcome, yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Solstice. Fist bump.
Are we about however half movement is?
Is this a
behind?
fist bump of greeting or a fist bump of joining?
Why can't it be
Find
both?
out.
I shall. Let's go.
Do it. Oh no.
Solstice.
Excuse me, Headmaster. Introductions are in order. Lilliput Lethenway.
Ah, Lothan.
Vatiri.
Of the house.
It takes me a while to get
Yes,
upstairs.
yes.
I pick you up and just carry you in.
No, I can do this on my
And
own.
then I just put you down
Missionary
outside the door so you get to run in.
Oh,
This is
excellent.
This really did not join, no.
the mighty half-orc Eleni. Watch out, she bites.
So.
And,
Oh, there's she. Oh.
and this
Well,
is
whoa there, champ.
I throw Headmaster
I
our
just
Phoenix
look at
leader,
You like
Ares, from the south.
Oh, your leader, you said. Indeed. What
Phoenix.
is
He
Ares?
said.
Ares, the mighty centaur.
Yes, the colossal titan.
Colossal Titan.
Yes, thank you.
Worthy.
And
Interesting
we,
title.
and I say with great pride looking at Falsters, are the coterie of heroes.
Ah,
Yes.
We are
TM.
best friends.
I believe there's a great deal of
It was a subtext.
workshopping still continuing, but you know, it has got a certain ring to it. I give you that, Lilliput. But yes, to the matter at hand, the blight. Headmaster Arctic. I would see the blight with my own eyes, and witness the corruption to understand it. Where is the nearest evidence that I might be able to see with my own eyes?
Well, if it's just evidence of the decayed trees and things, you can probably just head off into the forest, and about a day or two north there's some evidence of the trees decaying and dying. But if you want to see what it's doing to creatures, or perhaps 2 to 3 days northeast is probably the best place to go. There's a grove that appears to be
What
a
about?
meeting point of sort, I suppose you'd say. They tend to be coming through there quite regularly for some reason.
Do you know where the site alpha is? Site number 1, the origin spot of the blight is.
I do not, but I know what originated these. Just where we're about to discuss this. What originated the blight? Where that initially occurred? Well, the first signs of the blight in Etheria were right here in Ishvanor. But the seals that we had on our vaults here, or on the artifact that is actually the cause of the blight, we believe, made it relatively weakened it and made it fairly dormant. But when that artifact was stolen in recent times, then it has spread quite quickly.
So it's more of a protection award, but not the cause itself. My understanding is that this artifact held the corruption at bay, but is not what caused it.
Oh, the artifact, we believe, is strongly linked to the cause of and spread of the corruption.
So
You
if
see-
we return it, can we stop the spread?
Well, that's the problem, you see.
Always a problem, isn't there?
We don't know where the artifact is now.
What is the artifact?
What is the artifact, John?
Is it just like a simple little ring? Because I think we're already on a mission to find a map.
No, it's not a ring.
There's usually a way that you conduct these matters, Ares. You know,
Just headmaster.
Straightforward to the point.
I mean, a simple sentence is enough.
He was being a bit vague, to be fair.
He's already agreed that I'm fearless leader, colossal titan. He'll tell me everything.
yes.
Yeah, sorry.
From what I understand, this artifact in question quelled the spread of the blight.
But also caused this.
It
No,
caused it.
our
It caused it, yeah.
magical seals here in our security vaults negated some of its magic, so the blight was not spreading very quickly.
So
And we believe that the artifact itself, when it was removed, caused more the blight to hasten.
right. So bringing the artifact back into the vault or similar protections might slow down.
We
No,
believe
not
it will
just-
slow down any further spread, but it won't stop the spread that's already occurred.
What if we
It will
destroyed it?
continue. Well, I don't know how to destroy it. You see,
Fires of Mandarin.
It is a ring.
It is a ring.
If I
Oh,
found
right.
it.
it's not a ring.
Okay, well, what
It's
is
actually
The group's like, oh. I guess it's been done.
he
before.
conjures a
Doom.
cast a minor illusion, and before you in the air floats a blackened, pulsating, heart-shaped gemstone, about the size of a clenched fist.
I sort of jump back, taken aback by this thing, recalling the dream that I had about a black pulsating heart. God, what is that?
That is. Get rid of that.
Money.
That is the artifact known as Moanda's Blighted Heart.
Is it the thing I've been dreaming of?
It is. You do recognize it immediately as the thing from your dreams.
I've been dreaming of this foul artifact. My dreams, it's surrounded by wilderness and its lashes vines out at me. It even left a mark on my leg when I woke.
A mark on your leg, you say?
Yes, indeed. It has mostly cleared now, but
It is troubling indeed. But it would probably explain why Weller has an interest in your affairs.
you mean to say she wants my heart?
No, I mean to say that. So how much do you know about Weller?
Very fond of blood. We've known each
Yes,
other
yes, that's true.
as acquaintances for 30 years. So, Dungeon Master, I need you to retcon what I might know.
In that time that you have known
You were friends to love.
how she appeared to age in any way to your eyes?
And you both met a troublesome
No, she
building that
hasn't.
got in between the two of you.
I'm trying.
Weller
As
is...
I said, not to age at all.
Weller
She
is...
looks as fine as she did the first day I rode into my alley on the back of a
Yes,
horse.
and Weller looks to the very day the same age as when I met her some 400 years ago now.
Even for someone as old as I am, that's a long time.
It is a long time, and she looks quite old already, and she hasn't aged in 400 years, so
Well, age is just numbers in a headmaster argument.
it is for that one indeed.
Who is this Weller we keep talking about?
Remember the blood
Oh, okay,
merchants?
cool. I didn't read
Oh wait,
that.
you were drunk and casting magic in the square.
I did.
Casting magic in the square.
He is always critical of me. He's always coming down and bringing me up.
I don't know that that's
I don't-
criticism. I think
I
that
don't
that's
understand what
just
this
an
turns it
accurate
out.
description of events, Lord Edwards.
It's the way you said drunk.
I was Dr. I'm as fine a friend of the wine as Well, maybe
We
not
know.
as thrust if you
He drinks a lot of breakfast wine.
I'm not.
Dragging him.
Smell his breath.
That
Smell
sounds.
his breath.
Let the teacher know that he's doing the wrong thing.
I'm not one to judge. Although, have you considered studying the magic here in the sanctum before?
Yes, actually.
I mean, magic's pretty easy. Look, I just kind of go through like 5 different shapes.
Well, it's fairly straightforward. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, right. But no spell slots either.
Can you just transfer into
Spell-
falseness but like holding heaps of wine?
It's a term that we use in Drow society to quantify the expenditure of magical resources one uses to perform their abilities. Don't you guys use a similar mathematical equation to...
I have a necklace.
My power just comes
Aleni has a necklace.
Yeah.
from within. I
When I talk to my
spell
dad,
slots that I know about. Spell slots.
Okay, so how many magics from within can you do?
what's a spell slot?
Always.
I'll guess
I
it's
think that's what we're discussing for you. Yes.
Well, whatever it is, I
Spell
actually have 1,000 spell slots.
I
That's a new
also
spell.
love
Powerful
spell
magics.
slots.
Yeah, that's a lot.
We went by Tavern Claw spell slots earlier.
Yeah,
Spell slot.
Ah,
Something
yes.
wrong with the,
You know,
the
we had a great
outfits that
time,
the
and
people wear?
Faustus loved the
Wardrobe
building.
malfunctions going on.
Structurally, a big fan.
This architecture is...
Sprung up not long after the university.
Look at all the building violations in this one.
Lilliput
Well, the
headmaster
foundation looks
would make
weak,
a fine
and so am
student.
I.
He does have a
That
way.
handrail doesn't
Yeah,
look regulation.
And Ares, too, has expressed deep desire to understand and acquire arcane power. So you may find willing students here amongst this group.
Yeah, interesting.
Yes, can you already sense the great magical power that is me?
I cannot, but that might be because it is
Can I
dwarfed
touch
by
him? Cast my
your
cantrip
companion, Mighty Ares.
Can I make him glow?
Sure.
Give him a bit of.
It's working, see?
I believe that you're on fire, young centaur.
Oh, dash.
The added oxygen.
Hey Master, has anyone tried taking this artifact
Move quicker than the
back
oxygen
to
can
where
bring
it
out.
was removed
What was
from?
on my mind?
Well, we don't know where it is.
I mean, when you have it.
Well, when we we got it because it was causing corruption. Well, we. What do you know of
Finish the
Moanda?
sentence.
Moana.
Moanda,
Miranda.
the god of the blight.
I don't know anything about Miranda from my studies.
You can roll a religion check with advantage.
Is it god or goddess of the blight? With the name Moana.
Moanda.
Yeah, Moana.
19.
You've heard the name before, knowing that
There's a whole
Moanda.
movie about it.
Moander.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Bro, I'm not the one that stole the storyline from Disney, right? Chill out.
Jesus, what? Hold on.
Take that out, curve it.
You've heard Moanda referred to as a number of different names. The Darkbringer.
The dark.
Where else is he? Where's he going? What's my next on Moanda? That's not helpful.
Should we just play the movie?
Yeah. Basically,
And
guys, what we gotta do? We gotta find
According
Marlon and pull the heart
to
back.
the scrolls and legends that I found when I commissioned an expedition to go and retrieve the heart for
My
him,
good friend Paul.
it was created by his followers. Moanda is a god of decay and blight. It is said that the artifact, well, it was said that it was hidden away in a ruined temple on the continent of Verdantia, and we had it retrieved there, where it was guarded by a number of monstrous creatures that had been corrupted by its influence, and had been corrupting the jungles of the jungle continent for centuries.
I think I might have heard this tale. There was a fantastically handsome and bulking orcish death knight who might have been part of the crew who recovered it.
I believe there was an orc in the crew.
I heard there was a secret with lots of jewels.
He had a penchant for cooking, and I think his secret ingredient was sage, if I do recall.
They were hired through intermediary of mine, Lady Seraphine, who often would retrieve artifacts for cataloguing and security purposes.
The name's familiar.
Oh, she operates
Yeah,
here in
it's
Ishvanor most of the time.
Oh wait, table talk. Only Lilith knows that Seraphine was in the room at the map stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so, and we didn't get a chance to talk to her because she was like out of there. Right, okay, yeah. So we should put that to one side. Well, that explains it, the familiarity. Quite a lovely name. Is she Elvish?
I'm a human, actually. Well, whatever she chooses to be on the day, to be honest, but she's a human. She has some small skill in magic too, so...
Well, you've been most helpful. I only have maybe a few more questions. My first question is, how is it that an artifact like this has gone missing for 10 years, Headmaster?
Well, the artifact was here for much of that time, and then was stolen very recently from here.
How recently?
For about 3 months.
The trail's still
We've been
on.
trying, we don't know who took it, we're trying to find it. The trail went cold in the northern parts of the forest. We believe they fled into the tunnels of the Underdark. Could be anywhere now, of course.
How many days north did you say these tunnels were?
Well, we believe that we lost track of them within the tunnels. They're about 2 or 3 days to the northwest of here, which is where the main source of the corrupted creature seems to be emanating from.
Northwest, isn't that where?
Right. East, northeast.
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 So whatever direction you were thinking, just the other one. The other
Right,
way.
so not near the dwarven city.
No.
More do?
This is their
That's
liquid
more,
meat.
that's pretty much directly living northwest, yes. And you
This
guys
is-
want to go northeast.
Yeah, gotcha. Northeast and E.
So this, I guess, is the Arilaran Imperium, have they sent more reinforcements? Have they dispatched anyone to retrieve this artifact?
Oh, no, not at all. They have no interest in magical items of this nature.
Not even the control of them.
That's why it was supposed to be here. And go around telling people when... I don't go around telling people when priceless, ancient, evil artifacts are stolen from my own vault.
So it not that I would report, but it's gone unreported?
Well, they would report it to me, and I know about it, so who would I report it to?
Oh, anyone.
I'm the head of magic. It's magical.
Magic.
What is much?
That's a cool title.
It's probably a stronger title than Headmaster of the Arcane Sanctum, I suppose. Head of Magic for all of
I'm
the...
Archmage of the Imperium.
I like to think
That's
of
one
myself as the
proper
wrist
title.
of magic.
I was happy to run a school as well.
Apologies, they left that off your business card.
Okay, you're turning into a smart ass now.
No, I'm serious. They literally left it off his business card.
So I have new
Pulls out a
business cards
business card
printed. It
and
says
literally left it off.
very large letters, Archmage of the Imperium.
Yes, yeah, look, I'm just going to add a
Here's a
plus.
tip. Make it shouted. That way nobody can annoy you.
Oh yes, it's a great idea.
Caps lock
Archmage
only.
of the
Cap.
Imperium. I've written it down in my book now, so I think you may be able to help us with another matter then, and that is of a recent discovery of my companion Vidiri here. She found not only a very interesting tome in the library, but we've observed something strange with the stars, and we wondered perhaps whether you might have noticed something too.
Well, the stars aren't really my area of expertise. I spend most of my time here in the tower, pursuing my own research and the like.
You're in a building almost purpose-built to be closer to the heavens.
Oh, but inside, it's another plane of existence. Did you not notice the stairs?
We did have to walk up.
You're walking for more than the 2 stories of the tower.
I go to open a window. Is there a window?
You guys are out on the
Yeah,
back.
we're on like a rooftop
Yeah.
garden.
Yeah.
You just jump up.
Look.
You're on.
It's Ishvanor. It's the place you left. We're not out here. Inside. I thought you knew what magic was.
I do
You should
magic.
go to school, young man.
No, I just do it. Because I'm cool.
Do it and be cool. Do it and be cool. Oh my god.
The tower itself.
Can I hit something?
opens into another plane of existence that allows me to undertake research that takes quite a significant amount of time without spending a significant amount of time to the world doing it.
Can I just add here that my limited understanding of both academics and the arcane does not prevent me from seeing that this balcony here would make a great stargazing balcony.
Well, yes, probably.
Yeah, alright, cool.
I have some telescopes, if you would like.
What?
Yeah, I got eyepieces that can look into the heavens, absolutely.
You just don't.
I whispered they must be just for
No,
show.
it's not. I said it's
He's
not
a
my
liar.
area of
Yeah.
expertise.
Have you seen his candle selection?
Headmaster, forgive them. Your area of your focus requires your full attention. We must all understand. In your school, however, perhaps there is a head of the study of celestial bodies, astrology. Might there be someone we might take our questions to? Should we desire the need to pursue those? They may be
what
connected.
particular questions do you have?
I turn to Vidiri.
These stars that are in the sky, they're new, they're different. I've been watching and it's
Different
almost,
stars. Interesting.
it's almost
looks
as
up.
if we're in a
Oh, perhaps we should wait till tonight.
It was
Sorry,
directly into
to
the
the
sun.
sun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, interrupts. Can I hit him?
No.
He's like a level 20 wizard. He will blow us off the face.
We're
of
in a
time.
different plane. We must be in a different plane. Things aren't right.
He's really small and really powerful. So there's two options. You either kill him immediately, in which case that's not good, or you don't kill him immediately, in which he kills us, which is, I would say, worse.
I'll take him with me. Just grab him and jump off the balcony. Be like, go save this champ.
This is spinning.
Now.
So you believe
The
so?
grown-ups
Well,
are talking about
You
the
guys are all
stars.
having a conversation and Lenny's like,
normally, young Phi Genasi, I look at you and say, you're crazy, but you happen to be, and look, I've been patient long enough. I want to know about this one. And they pointed to Charlie. He points at Charlie. This one, you're traveling with a being of pure fire.
That's my ward, actually. I saved their life, and now they're indebted to me.
X-nay on that cave, so
Indebted to you.
Her name's Ashley.
Sir.
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting.
I can't tell you the tale, but
Give me a
it's
moment.
grand and mighty, and you can spread it amongst all the Imperium. They were imprisoned by bandits, thousands of bandits.
goblin bandits.
Goblin bandits and kobolds and the like. And I dashed in there all by myself. She was like wrapped in chains, but I was able to break it with my strong magics and rapier. Grabbed her and booked it out of there before they could even blink an eye. All 10,000 of them.
He fixes his gaze on Ashali and says, is this true? You were captured by Imperium Templars. And she knows. I'm not having a conversation with myself.
Wait, was that what we said?
I'm pretty
I
sure I
sus-
said
Goblin.
goblin
Goblins.
bandits and kobolds.
Goblins and kobolds. I do not know what I just heard.
You don't like little lies.
He's a
Wow.
powerful wizard.
He's a powerful wizard, yeah.
Powerful
Detecting
wizard.
thoughts, man.
even Luke is zoning out of this
You
conversation.
expect me... Rewind 2 minutes. You expect me to believe
Yep.
that your companion here was captured by kobolds and goblins.
Thousands upon thousands.
They had shamans.
Start
That's a
flirting with him
thing,
again. He
right?
liked you.
Yes.
Many powerful tribal magics and evil deeds were going on, but I saved her. And
Roll a
there's nothing else to that
deception check.
story.
Eleni uses seduce.
Because I'm-
It sounds like he's already in you. so-
Yeah.
Luke, because I'm helping in like
You can have advantage.
yeah.
I can have advantage.
Yeah.
Alright.
And like there was
Nat 20.
Wow.
Hey!
Yes.
For a total of...
19. I have an 8 in charisma. It's not very good.
Oh,
This
man.
could be close. This could, because he didn't roll very well, but he does have pretty good stats.
Surely.
Can I use seduce to bump it back up?
I mean, that's a great option. Well, I just want to be another
You just
person
feel the
incident.
smoulder at it?
Yeah, look, I just like the point.
She's doing the blue
When
stick
things
around
are
the
using
table.
like these are for you.
And that's what 20 doesn't mean you succeed on a check.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my god, can I do a magic trick?
Do you want to see these teeth disappear?
Oh,
put the dungeon
particularly
master guide away.
when.
I cast.
Where is it? Where's it going?
Particularly when you.
Oh, no, never
you
mind.
feel
I cast
like
Bane. Minus D4.
Well, look.
I cast Be Hot.
If there are indeed thousands of goblins
And kobolds.
and kobolds
Oh my.
roaming the lands with the capability of abducting a being from the elemental plane of fire, I assume from the elemental plane of fire, we have a serious problem, don't we?
You know what? I actually have the solution as well. There's you may have heard of it. There's a new adventurers guild out on the rise. It's called the Coterie of Heroes. And in fact, I am their number one hero. So you should bring this concern that you might be having to the headmaster Meatball, and then not have to worry about the thousands of goblins and kobolds ever again.
You're absolutely the kind of guy that would get Imperium skin.
Oh,
But even like up towards the top, that was pretty good. I mean,
Actually, you read the literature for sure.
it works. It works.
it's becoming clear that you're not quite sure who your friend here is. But look, I'm willing to help you out,
Excellent.
but I request some time to have a chat with your friend.
Unsupervised?
Yes, indeed.
Well,
Well, I mean, I can speak her language, and you won't be able to understand if you like.
Are we talking?
That would be a bit rude. I'd rather not have you in the room.
I can actually talk with her. Like she puts pictures in my head all the time, so it'll just be like that.
She also does just speak common as well.
She also.
We are talking door open, right? Not door closed.
No, well, sure, door open.
Door.
Not
just
just
remember,
this.
I'm her ward, so
Not
I feel like I would like to also be present on the conversation, just to ensure that the life debt is like maintained and held up. It would deprive me of like the glorious battle that I had with these.
That's fine. That's fine. Indeed, yes.
no. Perhaps we should ask Ashley herself what she would desire. Ashley?
Can we call her Ash because she's on fire and that's funny? Yeah, I just want to call her Ashley.
Ashley the Fire. Yeah, she can.
Ooh.
She's her in person.
She's happy to talk. Yes, I'll speak with you. Yes.
Fine. Look, I say, well, no, I'm not even going to say. There could be some small exaggerations in Ares' claims, but there is truth.
What?
There is truth to her being in his debt, and we would see her well on her journeys.
I will do her no harm. In fact, I might even be able to help you get her home, if that's what she's after. Which I assume it is.
That is what she is. She keeps giving me pictures of her home, and it's quite horrifying.
Oh, it's a
Toasty.
very, very harsh environment indeed. I was there once, many years ago.
Oh.
Yes.
You've been there.
Oh, many years ago, yes.
Is it back here?
I've
Just like
explored many
backpacking
other
in the
planes
fire
of
realm.
existence. I'm an Archmage. What do you think I do in my tower? Look at stars?
Clearly not!
Oh my.
Just doing it.
Would you like to
Really
see-
offended, like, let's
I can
leave.
show you my portal room if you like.
I was like, yes!
He's an idiot.
Yes.
Doesn't know anything.
Yeah, absolutely, alright.
Yes, I would see this. Yes.
Alright. Very well, let's go and have a look at the portal room, shall we? Where would you like to go?
And if we could
There's a
also
fire realm.
come back to the matter of the who is responsible for studying the stars here in the Arcane Sanctum, that would be fabulous, Headmaster.
Well, that would depend on exactly what your question is. Now, are you asking questions about the stars, or are you asking questions about other planes?
What if the two are merging the questions of both those matters? What if they come together, aligned even?
Well, that would probably be, let's see, who is anyone here who's an expert on things of that sort of nature? Perhaps in the library there are some tomes we could research. In my library, I should say.
Your personal
Oh,
library?
yes, of course.
Ah,
For all the good stuff is.
would that be helpful for doing?
This guy's an idiot. Let's go somewhere else. He doesn't respect the stars.
Well, it's very okay. Yep.
Look at this telescope. It's like it serves properly.
I bet he doesn't even oil this lens.
Fair, look, if you recover my owner's blighted heart, I will assist you in returning your friend to the fireplane and helping you find the information that you need about the stars.
Fine, deal. Can we go now?
You can go wherever you like.
Sick.
You gotta do the spit handshake.
No one's
impress.
keeping me here. If you want to venture forth and punch other orcs in the tavern down, what do we call it? Something slots.
Don't
Feel free.
pretend you don't know.
Feel free.
Hey man, look, all I'm hearing is a weird short guy wanting to be locked alone in a room with a gal who doesn't respect the stars. He thinks we're stupid. I kind of hate him. And all he told us is that he studies his own books that clearly he wrote. This guy sounds nuts.
And he's also the Archmage of the whole. Why is Ishmael not
Head
here?
of magic. Congratulations! I'm the arch hell yeah of let's go. Like, I don't care. He also was like, you can't find anything, and then he was like, if you find it, I'll help you. Like, bruh.
Does he hear all of this?
Do I care if he doesn't?
Does he do anything about it?
Not because he knows I'm right.
Surely he
And
can
then
do
he
some weird
casts
magic
it
to
down.
make
You're a
you sick.
delayed fireball
Take
to
her
your
lips
leg.
off her.
I'm gonna actually be sick.
Compared to myself, you probably aren't all that intelligent, but you're not stupid.
I'm above intelligence.
Thanks for the compliment,
Average
champ.
intelligence.
Look, you'd probably squish me
well,
in a moment physically, but our mental energies are very different.
See, he's just got a sweet spot for you. I don't know.
He says I'm
He didn't mind.
He likes the big girls.
He likes the angry
Yeah,
guys.
he's like, no one's ever stood up to me.
It's like the
Yes,
reverse of
before.
the D&D movie.
I suggest.
He's like big buff girl hot. That's it. That's all he's got in there.
I suggest firmly, my
I bet you
companions,
do.
that we do not upset the most powerful mage in all of the Arilaran Imperium.
No,
For Elder's sake!
he's flirting
For
with
like a
her.
weird
Are you
disenchanted.
upset?
But see, I'm curious
What's
to
that?
see
Are you
what
upset?
high level magic
Am I
looks
upset?
like.
I mean, the mage.
When I'm
I
upset.
assume
No,
that you're
but-
upset, but
Look,
He really likes it when I speak.
Does he like her,
I
actually?
don't talk to many people, but you can probably tell that, I
This is
suppose.
the longest a woman's spoken to him in a long time. I think he's into it.
you
I
know
do
what?
research.
You know what, Headmaster?
I teach people how to cast spells.
For an Imperium, you're alright.
Oh, look,
Don't lie
What?
to him.
yes, very well.
I can feel the tension. I'm trying to hook you up.
I don't need the help.
I'm your wingman.
I truly do not need the help, my guy. I could just walk in and be like, let's do this.
I think you'd be
That's how confident I am in this situation.
And that's why he likes you.
Yeah. I sit on the chair, I whinge, I just look at him and I'm like, is it go time or what?
Oh my.
Trying to throw down.
I pull Ares aside. You don't need to cast a fireball on you to witness his power. Look around you.
Look what he's doing to our land.
Look at this
walls
magnetism.
around you. Feel.
I do feel this this massive what's it called, attraction, but they always say opposites attract, but I always picture
She's like, I
quite
kill this guy
intelligent.
if I was strong enough.
Ares, I think I let him call dibs. I'm sorry.
No, you have him. I'd actually really like to see this.
This is why I thought I'd left you all at the tavern.
I couldn't leave you. What happens if something went wrong?
Oh, I mean,
I'm the fearless leader and I have to defend you.
We have many things to investigate, so why don't we adjourn to the library?
That sounds great.
We'll go to the library. I will find you some books about the stars. I know just the section for you.
Staring at the
Oh wait, do you want to see the summoning, the portal room?
Portal room, Starbucks,
bedroom.
book about a dragon, and something about a lich in the nearby
A
vicinity.
lich!
Yeah, I know, right?
Well,
I
I
know a lot
you
about the
believe
Lich,
it.
actually.
Lich, Black Dragon, book about the stars, your heart, your she has.
Yeah, do you have a movie room? Can I just like watch Moana and really just get down with the lore of this? Or
what is Moana?
I was mostly hoping to focus
Nice
on
save.
light in the heart. Yes.
Centil Jack.
Yep, as far as to set the heart book as well, please.
I can give you all the law. I can give you all the information you need on the heart.
Do you have any picture books on hearts?
Absolutely.
The general
Books with
shape and
pictures
stuff?
in them.
Great.
You might be, if you like hearts, you might be interested in some of my experiments.
I'm interested in mine.
I love this relationship. It's actually great. It's a great pairing.
This is funny because he's a dwarf and I'm 6
Giant half orc.
It's a gnome, even smaller.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like
Shorter.
he's like 500 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. I probably look about 60 out of like 20.
Oh no. I don't know about that.
Anyway,
Alright.
to the library.
To the library.
Yes. To the library.
To the accusing room.
We will take our break while we adjourn to the library.
And learn all the information that we need.
Indeed. And
Everything.
so we'll take a 5 or 10 minute break. So stick with us. We will be back very soon.
Blazing dark.
2. Oh, we're back. I clicked the button. I was like, which scene is it? Oh, it's this one. And I clicked it while I was counting down. So, surprise, we're back.
That's cute.
You all missed it, but Luke was like, okay, get ready, and then he's like, oh no.
We're already on. Awesome. I'm good at this.
We're doing really
Alright.
well.
Thank you for sticking
Yeah, you're
around.
good at this. Believe in yourself.
I'm done. I quit.
Oh, shit.
There you
Flips
go.
the table.
Now Lollipop runs the
Quick,
show.
lollipop, turn into a
You
dungeon
cast
master.
meteorite.
Turn into the DM and take
Meteor
over.
swarm and you're all done. Yes, you have adjourned to the library of the Mage Tower of Arctic Kelmina, the Archmage of the Imperium. And in this library, where is it going?
We don't know now.
Neither do I can't read anymore. I just forgot how to read.
It's a Dewey
Ah.
Decimal System.
Okay.
At the heart of the tower,
Breathe.
as you walk through the through the tower, you notice that you go past a series of laboratories, and looking in, you can see that there are vials filled with vibrant liquids, bubbling cauldrons, enchanted equipment that seems to be stirring itself away. You can see what looks to be a little miniature thunderstorm crackling in a glass sphere. You can see what looks like a heart suspended in the air, still beating, despite not being attached to anything.
It's not black and looks like...
Not black.
No.
It was him all along.
Quest over. Hey.
He hurries past this, and you find in the heart of the tower a library that seems to stretch into eternity. Shelves upon shelves are laden with ancient tomes, scrolls, and artifacts from across various planes. Ladders glide along tracks, as if on being powered by magic, and there's a giant celestial globe that hovers in the centre, depicting a series of constellations, which Videri recognises as the Amaran sky. And he walks in. Welcome to my library. As you can see, there are a number of tomes and books here that might suit your needs.
Just a couple.
Just a few. Put the music back on.
I see a lot of ladders around, and not that I can't do it because I can do everything better than everyone else, but I need someone to just climb the ladders for me.
Ah, yes, the ladders. Well, the ladders work in the following way. You get on the ladder, and you say the name of the tome that you are looking for, and the ladder will take you to that tome.
Can someone hop on
Catches,
the
you need
ladder?
to know the tome that you'll need to be taken to. Which I do know, hopefully. But you can see here, my index cards. It's a Dewey Decimal System.
It's the most efficient of all systems.
I say, don't worry, Aries, I've got your back. And I turn into Aries, just 5 foot taller. Not maybe not 5 foot taller, just 5 foot.
5 foot, so like full extra foot.
A couple of feet taller than Aries is someone that looks like they can kind of handle a ladder and kind of go up to him and be like, tell stories about this.
It's like the
It's so
horse hooves
beautiful.
are just hands.
Yeah, yeah.
No hooves there. Horrifying.
With like extra fingers.
Yeah, extra.
So it just looks like how a monkey would climb a ladder, but you still have the rest of like the centaur body just with these horrible hand feet.
Yep.
Draw it, please.
Great.
Thank you.
So
And it's
is,
the nightmare film.
is there a tome that we're searching for here, Headmaster, that will
Well,
help us understand this?
let's see. This one is looking for what's specifically about the stars.
You want to weigh in on this
Talk
one?
about a merging of some sort.
He's fishing for a really specific.
Just go for something like the blending of the planes or
Yeah.
this alignment, like event.
Maybe like the alignment event in general.
Was that what
The alignment.
Yeah.
The alignment.
Look, converting.
Mm-hmm.
Take your time. There is a very intimidating gnome.
He's so handsome. I understand.
I've broken many hearts.
Yeah, I will do the alignment event in general. I think
The alignment,
Good,
you say.
good stuff.
Okay, the alignment. Not familiar with it myself, but let's have a look. Jump on a ladder. Think about the
I
alignment.
wonder if I read a book on this and I just look up.
Let's see. You can roll a D100 for me and see whether the ladder takes you to a book about the alignment.
So that's,
Yeah.
and now you need that.
Mhm.
That'll be the singles. 37.
Yeah, 37.
Alright. Let me get the right document.
Acrobatics
37.
check.
Wow.
Takes you to a
That's random.
letters.
Oh god.
I just looked up how often planetary alignments happen. And this says 1 every 396 billion years.
Billion?
So you
No.
rolled amazing.
Yeah, right.
Obviously not how often it happens in our world. So the ladder, you climb on the ladder, you think about the alignment, and you see Videri just as a blur of flaming movement shoot off into the distance until you almost lose sight of her. If it wasn't for her glowing hair, you would have lost sight. But you can just see that red glow as she disappears off into the stacks of the arcane library. Is anyone else doing anything?
I rolled a 17 acrobatics. Am I able to climb onto a ladder with my horse legs?
You managed to get onto a ladder, but it's more you're just holding up your rear end with your bipedal arms, your human arms,
So
and
I
the
can't
horse butt is just sort of slopped onto the ground a little bit. You're just like,
Alright.
as you think about a book.
I'm gonna. I can't remember, and I wrote this like spelling it incorrectly, but I'm gonna think the Zenadil Cape.
Until keep. All right, yep, that works. You go. Ares goes whooshing off into the distance as well. Is anyone else searching for anything?
Can I remember anything about the Black Dragon? Because the Xenital Keep was the Lich, right?
Yeah.
Do I remember anything about the Black Dragon?
Dragon Peaks.
Yeah, Jagged Peaks.
Jagged Peaks.
In the northwest of Val.
Yeah, I'm gonna in my creepy Ares
Where are you?
centaur
Right?
form.
I was thinking you guys were going to do
Why did you want to split the party? And then now I feel like you haven't been.
I thought it was gonna be a quick in and out.
I'm going to say, because it's going to be so lame to
And
say.
I'm sorry to
because,
interrupt, but
Yeah. Sorry, Mitch, you haven't done anything.
No, that's
Mitch had some
You speak-
FOMO and followed.
I had some ideas and
Cover
stuff, but it's not working out. Yasmin is going to have been sitting in the tavern for like half an hour and just kind of be like, and he's decided to follow along with the
Follow along.
Can we see it's on the balcony and I'm like, oi!
just kind of
Come on
like
here.
kind of sulking to himself a bit, like I thought they'd be back by now. He's gonna come.
Eventually, Izmir has rejoined the party, having taken
Sick.
so long.
That's so good.
I was going to see if there was anything you wanted to do.
I've been
but
saying all of my like smart ass comments
You
to
can do
like,
something
you know,
yourself for a little while. I
Okay.
feel like.
I'm sure he
How
would love you to do
long,
something to yourself.
DM, would you say I have been in the conversations on the mechanics of how
All of
this
it.
whole thing
All of it.
works?
You arrived in time to come to the light.
surely he
Wonderful.
should.
I decide.
I kind of forgot you wanted that.
It's totally fine.
I didn't.
Anytime we go after anyone, I like to learn about them and their weaknesses in particular. So I am going to hop on one of the ladders and ask for liches and how to defeat them in particular.
Oh, I've heard of that book.
Yep. How to win friends and defeat liches. Yep.
Oh.
All right. So-
Yeah.
Izmir goes shooting off. Not quite as far though. And you find some tomes around the liches and how they work.
Mm-hmm.
Is Falsus looking for any?
Jagged Peaks, Black Dragon,
You're looking for Black Dragon.
instant kill.
Instant kill.
Insta kill.
I turn to
Black
Archie
Dragon exploit.
and I say,
Right, I wasn't quite expecting so many threads of having to drop stuff this evening. So we will get there.
Just summarize like the plot of the movie.
just
or
saying,
something.
you planted all these beautiful seeds, you know?
And now you've
Which we ignored for
There you
8
go,
sessions, and now we're
gross.
pursuing them all at the same time.
If you want, I could just look up like gardening techniques or something.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Life's a garden.
I turn to Arctic and I say, I suspect that there is no tome here that would help us divine the location of Moander's bleeding heart. Would that be fair to say, Arctic?
Not unless you could find some kind of. You know what we could do, and I don't want to think of these It's just
Like,
like
it's only been
escaped me.
3 months, but yes, I
We
mean,
could scry for this thing.
that seems like a reasonable
Why haven't we
suggestion.
thought of that before?
You are the Archmage of the Imperium, are you not?
I am.
They don't put any sanction on that now, do they?
It's
wouldn't want
not
you-
something I feel like is in my wheelhouse today. But
Was it more like a Wednesday thing?
it could be, but you know, I might have some scrolls or something that will help us. Now, look.
So just to really
Sounds like
add
he
to
needs a
this,
bribe.
I was gonna say I stand on a ladder and I just say out loud, seducing gnomes and maintain eye contact.
Because the ladder doesn't move.
The ladder's like, you're already there, babe.
All the cards are being played.
Aside from punching books, I don't know other skills in
Look.
this. I'm just like how to be hot. Oh wait.
Let's go and see. And look, you can come with me. And we'll go and see if we can find a scroll that will help us cast the spell of strike. We'll have a bit of a long rest before we can.
Absolutely.
So,
throw down.
Episode 8.
Eleni and Arctic, I will leave you to your discoveries while I search for this scroll. They go off into the tower.
Yeah, they do.
Excellent.
Enjoy.
Resolved.
Is that what's
Do we
actually?
get XP?
Yeah, can I level
You have
up now?
defeated the gnome mage. Yes.
Is there anywhere for Ashley and I to sit? Because we might just.
There are chairs around to sit in and read. Yes.
What would you guys do if I came back downstairs and I was like, so he's dead?
I took off my top and he's hard to scare
That
out.
guy got attacking immediately.
All right.
He was not prepared.
Probably not surprised.
Holy moly.
I was like, I didn't even hit him, honestly.
I just turned.
Lollipop gets taken to a number of tomes on black dragons. Some of them are around black dragons in general and their general characteristics
Death
and style, and that they are a brutal and cruel creature. And then you come across a few specific names of those that would be considered to be ancient in regards to the age of dragons, which let me get the right thing open.
Hey Luke, just really quickly, do I put seduce gnomes under feats or features?
You can have a gnome seducing feat if you like.
Yes!
Seduce
Wow,
gnomes with
for
your
any
feet.
gnomes.
Okay. Gnomes want a
Themselves, just request feats.
big...
It's called the feat's called Gnomes Want a Piece of This.
Oh, mine says gnomes want a big bitch.
That could be on a t-shirt.
I've already drawn my wet teeth shirt contest shirt.
Wow.
Thank you.
Alright, so you find 4 individually named black dragons.
Oh my god.
Okay.
They are Vorgax the Malevolent, and the tome that you find discusses Vorgax as being a dragon of immense power known for his cunning and ruthlessness.
What did he say?
Typically, or historically, has dwelled deep within murky swamps, and is mastery of illusion and ambush tactics to hunt his prey.
Doesn't sound like our guy.
Then you have Zarenthrax the Ebon Tyrant.
I really hope this is a soundtrack playing upstairs.
The last, this is just his Arcane Sanctum music.
This is the bedroom playlist.
Disco balls just come down.
The bed starts rotating.
Zarenthrax is the last known to have resided in the Underdark, and he's a cruel
The Sims 1 there.
dragon whose hoard of treasure is said to be guarded by nightmarish illusions, and deadly traps. Then there is Zulgoth the Abyssal Shadow.
Hold up.
You guys are learning a whole lot. I'm
Is
really
that
putting in
with
some
is that
work.
with 3 G's or 7?
Yeah, hit me with, what was the name? Zugo?
Zulgoth
Bless you.
the Abyssal
Gesundheit.
Shadow.
Wait, what was that?
I spent a lot of time
Yeah.
How did you spell?
designing
Those are
these
not even
dragons,
books.
people.
I'm
love
absorbing
your dragons.
it in. Don't stop.
Little shadow.
The abyss.
Is that what you're hearing? Or?
I'm taking it. Taking it all in. Don't stop.
Who's yelling?
Zulgoth is the oldest known of the Black Dragons. His lair lies within the labyrinthine maze of caves and tunnels of the Jagged Peaks. He is said to possess an affinity for necromantic magic, command legions of undead servants.
Sick.
The last one
Is Barry.
is Stephen.
Tim.
is Nyraxis. Who is most known for her aggression towards other dragons. And usually takes advantages of conflicts among other dragons,
Did she have like a
to
cool name?
raid their lairs, and establish her own, or increase her own standing.
Nyraxis, was it?
Nyraxis.
Just Meraxis, not
Nyraxis.
Nyraxis.
Doesn't have a nickname.
She gonna.
If only
Yes.
this was recorded so we didn't have to write it all down.
No location for Nyraxis.
Well, keeping true to the theme, I'm not writing anything down because I'm elsewhere.
Well, in all fairness, this is lollipop information, so I'll put a little clap around it.
Now, what did I learn?
Wait, was that all
Pax
4
about-
dragons?
Pax
Was that
about
all
3.
That's all 4 dragons. Vorgax, Zarenthrax, Zulgoth, and Nyraxis.
Nyraxis.
I'm glad those words weren't on my little sheet.
Sorry. I just thought Nyraxis was a sort of derivative of Zulgoth, so I thought maybe there was an extra 4 dragons.
You're sitting currently. You're learning about the alignment, so we'll get to that in just a second. Ares is learning about
Zenithal Keep.
Zenithal Keep. Zenithal Keep. You
Zenithal Keep.
don't learn much outside of what you already learned about its location. You do know that it is, or was in times past, the lair of an ancient lich that ruled over Western Amar a long time prior to the establishment of the Empire, which was only about 130 years ago. No one's really sure what happened to the Lich or Zenithal Keep itself. It sort of just disappeared from history.
Now, before it disappeared from history, was there a recorded location of it?
In the far western plains.
3 weeks.
It is known, or it was known to have been the home of the Deathbound cult, which matches with the idea that it was once home to a lich.
They sound like a friendly bunch. The Deathbound.
Western Plains.
Izmir learns that liches are typically former powerful spellcasters who sought immortality.
Resistance
In an effort to pursue their own ambitions and goals, and that they typically have tethered their soul to the prime material plane, and the only way to kill one is to destroy that tethering or phylactery that contains their soul. But that is usually a closely guarded secret that the Lich doesn't let anyone know, obviously being a secret. I just lost my words. But
You can say all.
the way to defeat a Lich is to destroy their phylactery if you can find it. But it is a closely guarded secret and likely guarded by legions of their undead servants.
Can it be anything?
Understood.
It can be anything.
So it could just be a grain of sand on the beach.
Possible.
Oh, that's a smart one. Damn.
Oof. There are 13 phylacteries. Choose wisely. Alright.
Are there actually 13?
Yeah.
Alright. Tune in next year as we find the 13th.
As a part of your research on liches and Zenithal Keep, you do learn that the lich's name Where is he going?
Snitches.
Oh no, that can't be right. What's the name of the dragons? Don't tell me I got the same
I was
name.
gonna make the same joke about
Wargate. No, okay, alright.
I feel myself on that sword for you.
And to continue the theme of using lots of X's in names, the lich that resided there is known as Zulthar, the Lord of Undeath.
I'm guessing he named himself.
Sounds a bit emo, but okay.
No, well, it's the Lord of Undeath, not the guy of Undeath. It's gonna be like some MCR playing when we enter the keep, isn't
Oh,
there?
what an absolute banger.
Some Black Parade for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
More of a Danger Days guy. More myself.
Now,
Teenagers all the way.
the dairy, in addition to finding more information along the same vein of the tome that you already found, you do learn that the alignment is a time when the planets of the various planes of existence all come into alignment, a planetary alignment, and weakening the barrier between the planes to a point where on its zenith, one can simply walk into another plane through sheer willpower. Did my computer just crash? No, cool.
Does the tome have like the mathematics done for when the next expected one is? Like how good are the astronomers?
I will get Videri to roll me a D100
Oh.
to see whether or not you can identify that in the text.
Nice.
I got 69.
Look,
That's
so
order of
exciting.
I'm going to allow this.
Oh, thank God.
It's not that
Continues.
there's gonna be another 69 going on soon.
Electricity in the room, I don't know.
Goes with our theme of the night beautifully.
It's like the short you just like put on the YouTube about
The-
sausages and young girls' hands.
Young women!
Yeah.
Young women!
The alignment or convergence, as it's no, we won't call it that. The alignment
What is going on?
appears to be coming in about, or exactly, 2 months' time. It is preceded by overlapping of the planes in certain areas of strong magic. And if you recall Ashali's tale of how she arrived, you feel like perhaps there was no ill will there or abduction. She simply was in a place of powerful magic and woke up in a separate plane. You'll also learn that as a part of that war, when the last alignment occurred, a series of the evil gods were either defeated or banished to planes of existence that can only be accessed during the time of the alignment. I'm going to get the music back because I feel like it adds. Let me just give this. And the gods that includes as follows. Give me 1 sec while I fix this up.
I thought you guys are just really smashing out the notes, and I'm just like,
I mean,
Well,
it's important to know.
You're smashing out something.
That's
You
going to
probably put a lot of effort into it.
So,
It's the worst I can do.
as a part of that, you're aware that the core gods led the armies of various realms against the Dark Lord, the Dark Gods, who were led by, at the time, Asmodeus and Lolth.
Oh. So when that's said, sorry, who's reading this at the moment?
That is the dairy.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So,
Way off down the stacks.
yes. You
But
just
with
see
the
this-
dramaturgy, so
you guys can yell.
Shouting.
You guys are like, shh, the library.
Yeah,
You guys can
let
yell
me get
all
my
you want.
right document open. I've got so many documents open.
You gotta
Um,
the other noise.
The distraction is occurring.
They led the dark forces that also consisted of the gods Beshaba, Moanda, Sarik, Tharizdun, and Vecna. And Shah.
Just for your pleasure.
Can't forget about it.
Now,
Cherry.
let's say I didn't recall all of that like that. Could you maybe repeat that?
So Asmodeus. Asmodeus.
Yep. 12.
Moanda.
Diablo.
Beshaba, the goddess of misfortune. Cyric, the god of lies. Tharizdun. Vecna. And there was also Shah and Loth. The tome also reveals that Shah, who is the twin sister of Seluna, so I have always said Saloon, but thank you, Dungeons and Dragons movie, for correcting me.
Yep.
Sure, it's in that, isn't it?
Yep.
No, it might be in the game. It might be in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Saloon sounds way better.
It does. I think it does. Was imprisoned in the Celestial Bastion during this conflict, which occurred, according to the tome, about 1,500 years ago.
Saloon Wars or Shah Wars?
Shah
Imprisoning.
was imprisoned in the Celestial Bastion.
Shah was, not
Yes. As was Tiamat.
They were
Like they're sharing the same cell kind of vibe?
like housemates.
Yeah.
And they were roommates. Just said the same thing. Yes.
And it's about 1,500 years ago.
Yes.
My god.
It's difficult to get the exact time because of the dating system within the Imperium, but the general timeline sort of feels like roughly 1,500 years based off your readings.
I don't know, man. I'm
Sounds
making
like-
the dates work for me pretty easily.
Sounds like they've had 1,500 years to get mad and plan some stuff. In about 2 months, we're gonna have to.
So we've got Tiamat and Shah that are imprisoned, and the rest of the gods have kind of just slid through the planal gaps.
I think they were
Yes.
banished.
Yeah.
Vanished,
Vanished, shoved in the cracks, and
shoved in the cracks.
Yep.
Some were killed, or believed to be killed. Others, there's no record of their fate, but there are several gods on that list that you know I've never heard the names of before. So Beshaba and Cyric are not commonly known deities within the world of Amar.
Not that I'm the one doing the research here, but if it's possible, I'd like to know who was killed.
Those who are listed as being killed were Morgrath, who's listed as the Forsaken Sorcerer, Zulthar, the Lord of Undeath, Elindra, the Mistress of Madness, and Tormentus, the Wretched Master.
I like that name. That's a sick name.
Are we sure he died? Or
I mean, it makes sense if it's the same one, Lord of Undeath dies, or back.
Then someone takes his mantelpiece as the Lord of Undeath.
There is also mention that the Undying Lord, there's no name attached, also disappeared from knowledge at around this time.
Undying Lord, Lord of Undeath, different people. Plot thickens. In the book that Vizieri's reading.
I'm reading it out loud.
You're really good at reading out loud. Which
Yeah.
is super helpful though. Yeah.
And a great study too. Impressed.
Alright. Is anyone else researching? Have I missed anyone else's research?
Yeah, just mine.
No, you left her.
And that is
So, on your way to search for a scroll of scrying, which you don't manage to find because you're busy among other things.
Should there be a content?
So a lady needs
He
to
starts
make
reading his
a
autobiography.
Let's just see how it's
a lady needs to make a performance check.
No, I think we know I killed it.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Oh.
Deception, acrobatics, and performance all at the same time.
Here,
Oh, wait, okay.
Archie can make a Constitution save.
Wait, what did I need? Deception, performance, and what?
Acrobatics performance.
No, all three.
Fastest
Acrobatics
follow,
works
so
as well.
I'll give you advantage.
Yeah, I rolled a 17. Wait, and then a 19.
They're off doing stuff.
Consider yourself distracted, my guy.
Oh man.
Excellent.
So while the Archmage has disappeared, we're researching. We now have Faustus and Ashali who are not currently engrossed in tomes, and everyone else is still sort of reading through and researching. Is there anything that Faustus would like to do?
Aside from seduce gnome, because that's already been taken care of.
Yeah.
Seduce building.
I feel like everything important's been taken care of with that. So I think I'll just reach over to the nearest bookcase and randomly just pull the book off and start start fingering the pages. What?
There were so many clips from tonight. Months of social media.
I'm a priest.
No, don't say that.
The chair's coming down on the
You
side
don't have to say anything else. It's okay.
Well, I'm saying that in my defense.
Oh, that's never a defense, my guy.
I'm a good
priests and
What
fingering.
is
defense.
what is Faustus thinking as he reaches out to stroke a book?
Look, I pulled a book off the shelf. I pulled a book off the shelf. Honestly, I'm thinking about the turnings. You know, all of these happenings are, consuming my thoughts.
Almost explosive, if you will.
It's possible. But though he's not very excited about all of it because it sounds like a lot of work.
Books are just so mobile, you know. Really wish this more like a building.
Oh wow! I feel like everybody's alignment has dipped over the course of this.
Slowly
session.
slipped.
Do we have any alignments?
Mine was already chaotic and I'm well and truly satisfied.
Yeah, you have dark and evil minds, all of you.
We might have just dropped off for a second. Hang on.
Oh no!
We have dropped out. I don't know when
Was that pre or
Twitch
post?
struck us down.
Priest
Twitch says no. The auto mod killed us.
the minute you mentioned priest, they're like,
Just as a lie.
yeah, get rid of it. Oh no.
I think it's over.
You
I
are
used
I think
to
it might have just been my laptop. Alright.
Are you there? Tell us you're there, Twitch. Hello.
no.
No.
No, I'm going to abandon that joke.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. I'm gonna still go. Alright, cool. Alright, so minor technical difficulties. My laptop's
Yeah.
struggling a little bit tonight.
So
Got lots of tabs open.
Nothing.
Lots of tabs open.
Yeah.
The dirty and thirsty cast of the Coastal Conclave. No.
You said the filthiest thing all night.
I've been putting in the groundwork,
True.
and you're
just jump straight in.
crimes. Like,
Jump straight in.
This librarian's just crying.
I'm seriously
amongst
just.
other people, unfortunately.
I'm just reading the book. It's all I'm doing.
What's the book on?
Well,
Yeah, what is the random book? Come on, let's get to that
Really gotta roll for it.
Rule 32.
Roll D1000 to pick your book.
Yeah. Except we get to
I'm
choose.
running out of lore that is currently recorded.
No,
to
it's fine.
actually
We can
show
make it up.
through.
Just
give
fine.
him something fun.
Just
Like,
give him a random.
Alright.
Give him a book on go.
close your eyes.
one. Knitting with dog hair.
Let me.
I'm so stuck there. In there. Okay, some felt.
It's
People
a
can like
literal
up
thing.
there like needle. Like a random.
It could literally be a book on the nothing.
Nothing. No, it is a book.
That's all it says.
It is a book on the astral sea. And it mentions a number of different peoples that call the astral sea home and travel across in magical arcane ships, traveling from planet to planet and seeking out new peoples and exploring unknown regions of the astral sea. And it creates a strange sort of connection with you. You sort of resonate with that idea of wandering and what is the astral sea, and what does it mean?
This book is fascinating, actually.
And then right next to it, you find one called Hookers or Cake, Animal Spirits, Pop Culture, God, and Robots.
It's
Because it's got
I mean,
God
if I
in
had
it, you're into it. And a guy that vaguely looks like Hitler.
one seriously like drove me in
A
though.
little bit.
I'm gonna say it's the Astro C one. Wow, that looks like a real book.
It is a real book.
Wow.
And homebred Hitler's on the cover.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was the
So
booker.
I just continue to read with great interest and
Actually, you know what? It could be.
think to myself,
Mum, we have Hitler as
I
well.
might ask after Queen returns if I might have a loan of this book, perhaps.
Very well.
Which,
All right.
which one? That one?
The one about the Astral.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one.
The one that calls to me.
All right. So we spend a couple of hours doing our research.
You were all welcome.
We'll go through some things that you might learn about the Astral Sea. We'll get hold of Spelljammer.
I can give it.
You've learned all about liches and black dragons.
What other feats do I pick up aside from gnomes one apiece of this? Literally take one for the team.
You go for
Every-
it. Take one for
it
the
was meant to be
team.
the time that the portal was
long
open.
rest. right up is the thing.
All right.
Luke will approve it. Yes or no?
While let's roll me a d6.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh no.
See how long you're occupied for.
Well, they've already been gone for 2 hours, so a while. Which one do you reckon? Dark light? Skulls?
Definitely the darkest one. The darkest one possible.
5.
5 hours. So would anyone else like to explore or do anything for 5 hours while our friends are busy?
Can we go investigate the portal? Were you going to say something?
Oh, that's right. We're
Lollipop?
yeah. Can we go? Oh, I want to go start searching for his portal room.
Alright.
I'm searching for his other portal.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I'd like to search, just kind of like snoop around, see if we can find something magical and powerful that I can pocket.
I'm gonna read my book.
Right, you're in your book.
I'm also reading.
Yep.
Yes.
So,
Say nothing.
retracing your steps through, you manage to go back to that room that appears to be laboratories. And you get the miniature little glass sphere that appears to have a little thunderstorm inside.
What is this? This is pretty cool.
Cast some magic through it.
Right.
You hear Faust's voice in your ear. Be discreet.
Don't do it!
And it says,
Don't
do
do it,
it!
Lollipop!
Take everything!
You
Can
press
those
the
pierce me
voice,
inside?
Can't do that. can you?
Faustus, are you in there?
There's no
It's a seashell and it's like, steal me!
If you wish.
I like how the last time the artifact was stolen, the land got covered in blood. This time it's like, I can steal the thunder.
This is how we get 100 years of rain.
It's like that scene. Is it like Cabin in the Woods or whatever, where they have like everything like calls to them in the basement?
Yeah.
And like whatever it is what kills them, but
I
we're just
love
like,
that
we should
movie.
take all
That's
of
such a
it.
good movie.
I hate the ending of it.
100 years of.
I find like the staff of Krakens. Do I get a vibe from what this thing does?
When you pick it up, you get like a little electrical shock from it. It feels like it's a thunderstorm in a sphere.
Oh, interesting.
Do it, day 100 years of storms.
Thunderstorm. I
Shake
choose
it,
you.
It crackles and it's like a what were they called? Those little electrical
Snowball?
things.
Oh.
You just touch it and it
Oh, like
shakes the.
Not a Tesla coil, plasma.
Plasma.
Or
Yeah,
Plasma ball.
every time you touch it, light reaches out and crackles to where you
God,
make
I love
contact with it.
those.
Nice.
Get one.
And your hair stands on end.
Oh.
And when you shake it, the region, like the next region over, has a massive earthquake. A lot
Oh,
of people
Jesus
die.
Christ.
Don't care.
You are become God.
I thought it was thunder and lightning.
Is that like the end of Men in Black where the aliens are
Yeah,
burning
that's
the
what I
world?
was
It's like-
It's stand on the
They've
dark and going,
destroyed an
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
civilization.
No, the hand that comes out at the end of Cabin in the Woods. It's you.
I'll get everyone else to make the investigation check to see if we can figure out our way through.
No, I'll make one too. I'm still investigating.
Nat 20.
Wow, another nat 20.
One nat 20.
I
Keep
got.
going.
What is
Yeah.
investigation?
Mine's a fail, but I'm not
12.
investigating.
12,
I got a 21.
but 21, and a natural 20.
So I'm going to find that portal room immediately.
See.
Aries.
Right. Aries leading the way. You manage to quite easily find the portal room. Yes, indeed. It only takes about 4 or 5 minutes. And in that chamber, the chamber hums with energy. And you can see summoning circles traced into a variety of different in little alcoves, there are a number of summoning or teleportation portals, circles. You can see containment worlds and magical bindings, also engraved into the ground, so anything summoned would remain under control. And you can see there are each of the alcove walls is adorned with depictions of different elemental or celestial and otherworldly entities that, based off your investigation check, which we'll let ride, you assume indicate what plane or where that portal opens up to.
Can I open the door of the... I'm hoping there's a fire elemental picture on one.
There is a fire elemental picture on one, yes.
And just, without checking for traps or trying to be sneaky or anything, I'm just going to confidently step forward, open the door and say, Ashali, I've come to take you home. Kick the door open.
Alright. Fortunately, you were invited in. You were invited into the Mage Tower, so nothing happens as you pass through the defensive wards in place to prevent incursions.
Excellent.
So you enter in. Are you going in first?
I'm going to open the door, and as soon as I open the door, what do I see? Do I see the fire plane, or do I see a Stargate?
You can see there's a circle, a teleportation circle on the ground, and then on the far wall there is what looks to be a very large tower that looks to be made of molten rock, and you can just sort of see that it looks like some sort of castle with rivers of lava flowing through at the bottom and also down from the top sections, and lava seems to form the doorways and bridges within.
Oh. So if I wanted, I could just walk on in.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm pretty confident. I'm that confident. I'll take a step forward in, still being Charlie, I shall take you back to your home and keep.
Isn't she still reading books with me?
Probably. I'm just being very confident in what I'm
Does
doing.
she hear you, firstly? She does hear you, so she does come down the corridor. She does get up and start to walk towards the sound of Aries' voice coming from the corridor.
I'll follow.
False as follows. How far into the room does Aries go?
I'm pretty timid about it. I'm going to say 2 steps.
Alright. So you find an Aries just sort of slightly inside the doorway to what looks like a little alcove with a glowing circle on the floor and a lava keep painted as a relief on the wall. And Charlie walks past and starts to enter the room.
I'm not really paying attention. I'm still reading the book. All this happens.
So, Charlie, does this look like home? Do you know the next step from here? How do I...
Make an insight check.
Come on, that 20. Alright, hold up. I might have a good modifier for insight. I might change this. 5.
Nailed it.
Her expression is very difficult to read, but she does push past and rush into the room and then disappears into the book.
Excellent. Problem solved. I'm going to take a step back, close the door, and be like, alright, I know Arctic wanted to have a call with her, but
You're like, what happened?
I seem to have returned her to her home plane. That's one mission ticked off. I need to go tell Lolliput. He'll be so impressed that the Code of Heroes has already finished its first adventure.
I close my book. Where's the Charlie?
I just took her home.
Where?
I opened the door back up and be like, it's the fire portal. I just sent her in.
I take a look at the portal. Who are you? Take her back at the portal.
I did a solstice.
This is a chimney.
And she's gone.
She's gone.
Oh, well,
Don't worry, Faustus.
what could possibly go wrong? Yes.
Alright, so now we just wait for Elena to be back, and let's go find this fly.
It seems so.
Seems so simple when we look at it in through my eyes. We'll go to the blight. I'll capture all the blight creatures. I'll fix all the trees. I'll find the heart. And then we'll go kill all these dragons.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Oh, look, excellent news. The Coterie of Heroes has already finished its first major mission. So get ready to spread it out in the pamphlets and the memorabilia. I sent a Charlie home. Just like that. As easy as clicking my fingers.
The pamphlets does really make it sound like a pyramid scheme.
100%.
Spread it out in the brochures, guys.
Well, I'm on a higher peg than Tim Tam, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, you're definitely ranked above Tim Tam now.
Isn't I always?
Series of ones of the #1 guild, and now you are 1-1.
I'll add one to
The
my
series of
party
ones in the #1 guild.
Excellent.
Poor old
Well,
Timothy Tam never stood
The
a
only
chance.
problem is, I know Arctic wanted to have a talk with her, and now she
Who's
can
not gonna remember anything, bud?
I put my arm around Ares' shoulder, like I lean down a bit. It's all about optics. We left unchaperoned in the tower. We're merely exploring when you opened a door that... You didn't pick this lock, did you?
No.
The door just opened.
Like clockwork. I reckon I could go open up the next door.
Did a Charlie just run into that?
No, I told her to go in.
How could you have stopped her?
With my, great and awesome presence.
So you're great and awesome because you would enforce this upon an innocent victim. You're too heroic.
Exactly, she was my ward. I was there to protect her.
That's right. And so protecting her, by protecting her, you did not stop her.
That makes sense. I agree to those
Right.
terms and conditions.
So she just ran into the portal under her own power.
Right.
That's what we go with.
I reckon we could open another portal, and then we could have more of our party members run through them. Let's
Wow.
go open up the water door.
Why would we do that?
For more fame and glory.
How about we wait till we get a quest, and then we get rewards for the quest?
Oh, I like
You
it.
know what they say, if you're good at something, never do it for free.
That sounds like something I would have said. I agree.
And Lenny's like,
I'll rob him.
Alright. So, we just wait for our learning to be done now, and then we can go help Falstus with these, mushrooms.
that's right. And let's just play down the greatness of your act until we leave the tower. Then we get on the media. I'll do a media release, the whole thing.
I like it. Don't forget to mention how Ares was the hero of the day. And moved up in the peg chain of the...
I take on the form of actual rippling. Ares is Ares probably sees himself. 4 foot higher, pecs, 100 abs, just
100 abs, 10 foot tall.
Even though you're inside, there's breeze blowing in your hair.
Like one of the big stagecoach
There's
horse bottom parts.
That's right.
Massive.
Yeah, like a Clydesdale. There's almost like a fake poster. You just put it behind you so you just see how it would look on the poster. See what this looks like, Ares.
That's a spitting image, I can see it.
now I take on the form of Copernicus Meeple. Now don't screw it up. Stick to the plan.
Yes.
I'm gonna go read my
I'll
book.
whip it again. Okay.
Speaking of books, Izmir's going to go over to Fideri. The book you've just found, would you mind if I have a bit of a look through it? There's a word or two in there that's stuck in my mind. If it's all right with you, I'd like to just browse it a little bit. Thank you.
What was the word that stuck out to you?
Something with my family. I will share it if my suspicions are confirmed.
And it's the book over.
Thank you.
The word was meatball.
The word was...
So I'm gonna take the book, find a nice little quiet corner of the library, and just sit and read a little bit more of it.
I recommend the couches, they're very comfortable.
I will immediately go for a couch that's nice and quiet.
Probably wipe it down first.
Can you, Izmir, make a wisdom saving throw?
Ooh.
Me don't know how to read books.
Yeah.
That is a 20.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
As you get to a certain page or certain pages, you feel a compulsion to rip those pages out of the book. You may choose to. You've succeeded against the compulsion, but it is entirely up to you whether you rip those pages out or leave them in the book.
I'm going to rip them out.
Yeah.
I say I'm definitely still watching this all happen.
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah.
Well, what is it? What do you do after you rip them out?
Yes, you don't. It's not every day you get access to an Archmage's library. There is certain sensitive documents to help my family. They're just there's a bit of a ongoing issue we have with some certain adversaries. Let's say I just feel that this information would be a lot better with my family than gathering dust in an old library like this.
Are you on the right side of things or the wrong side of things?
Oh, I'd like to think my standing and my actions speak for themselves. And that
You just destroyed someone else's property who let you into their library out of generosity. You destroyed their book, and that does speak for
I
itself.
suppose that is rather uncouth of me.
I say I'll take the book back if I can.
Oh, yes, of course.
Snake.
Sorry.
Don't be so polite about it.
I'm sorry.
Just like yell
Stop
at
being
me.
so
It's gonna tuck the pages into my waistcoat.
He's gonna sit on the lounge and cry and think about what he did.
While reading.
I'm actually gonna look like I'm almost on the
Like a
verge of like a
space
bit of a
puppy.
sook. Like,
Can I try to snatch the papers?
You can make a slide of furniture.
Yeah,
You can make
I'm
a
going to. This is that one.
dexterity save.
Okay. And Dex plus
Dang it.
1.
What was yours?
Beat a 7.
11!
You're cool.
Veneri manages to snatch the pages back.
Okay.
No, I want to just get it out of his pocket and read.
Okay.
I like how you're just like, oh no, don't do that.
I want to see how Ishmael plays this. His great sword comes.
Don't.
By reading the pages, can I tell what your intention was, or is it something that I would have to know more about your background and your family specifically to understand?
I want to know what's on the damn pages. Tell me what's on the pages.
I can read it all again during my time
He was like,
travel.
oh no, I didn't think anyone would take it.
I'm gonna
The
send that
pages
message to Nick
deal with the fate of some of the dark gods, particularly
Very sus.
the Undying Lord.
I'm gonna
The
stop.
Undying Lord.
I'm gonna stop and seeing you browse through them a little bit more. I'm going to kind of walk up a bit closer to you this time. Please. May I have them back?
I'll give them that. I understand.
When I'm done.
I understand family has their own things going on.
Thank you.
Might not understand at the time, but that doesn't mean you're. Anyways. I kind of like to slink away because he's a bit too close.
I appreciate that.
I'll say I won't tell anyone else in the group about it, though. I will keep it to myself.
Thank you.
You don't know that.
I'll just walk
You don't
off.
know that.
I'll walk off.
That's
I'll
a
walk off
double
with my
secret.
pages.
I already walked off. You can't walk off. It's like, so well. Like,
We both
I
walk off
already
at the
did
same
walk.
time.
Yeah.
But it's near the couch, so I walk 2 steps to the couch.
You sit down cuddling the pages and just being like, they're my pages. They're my pages.
I like the drawing, alright.
Secrets upon secrets.
That's why he was so interested in
I won't
the
tell.
lich.
I won't tell. Now I got something over you.
There's a difference between the Lord of the Undying and the Undying Lord.
Right.
Apparently, yes. So we don't know really. It's 50-50. We don't know which one is the deal.
That's why you did it like that.
Don't know.
Anywho,
Look at that Dungeon Master over there.
You come
Smug
back?
and knowing.
You don't come back yet?
I know all
Sure.
the secrets.
Enter stage
I
left.
haven't filled out my Google Doc, so it's sucked in. Mine's
I'm making your secrets up as I go.
Damn it.
Isn't that just the best thing?
She
I mean,
never
it's
had
not
the
make
teeth to
secrets.
begin
alright.
with. They're veneers.
Not actually a
It's
half.
alright. Ares has quite a substantial backstory. Hasn't done any of it yet.
I called these moms.
But the thing is, we made this backstory together, and I haven't done anything. And I was like, oh.
Well, you're doing
He's part of
something
his
now.
thing.
Like, ours are literally linked, and I haven't included anything.
You can change that. I think at this point you have different
Yeah, so a
things.
significant amount of time's passed. You're starting to wonder where Olivia's gone.
I think they know, Luke.
She's killed him, and she's trying to eat the body to hide it.
Just to touch my jaw, I'm like, oh, from last time I was here, I'm trying to eat them.
And you're like, oh, it's going to hide the evidence.
So So now instead of Ozzy Osbourne, it's just praying mantis time.
And yeah, they delete their heads off the males afterwards.
We always like, dude.
Would you like to attack?
A level 20 gnome.
Ryan, you don't know what level he is. You know what he is.
You know
He's
what he
like
is.
I think I have some pretty intimate knowledge of what he is.
It's just patting off his chest. Level
How
20
little.
chronomancer.
No, my slaver, a little
You
gnome
can't say
half-orc
necromancer without
chronomancer.
words.
Literally got the chest tattoo spell slots.
Alright. Is there anything anyone else would like to do in the Mage Tower?
I think
I
I've
feel like
done
I'm
everything I need to do.
Eleni eventually returns with Arctic in tow, hat back in place, dishevelled robes.
And I look perfectly
Oh, I
normal.
could not find my scroll of scrying, so when I've had a bit of a sleep, I'll organise the necessary requirements to cast scrying.
Are his glasses on straight, or are they kind of like...
I'm wearing
No
them.
glasses.
They're my trophy now, they're my
We
glasses.
saying we couldn't get the scroll of scrying up.
I've just got the scroll in my
That's fair
hand.
enough. Sometimes can't find it.
I do some wizardry right now, but I'm really sleepy.
Yeah, and I'm just like, that's totally fine, man. You have a sleep and then have another look and we'll just like come back when you find it. And I'm like, anyway guys, let's get out of here. And I pat him on the head, give him the finger guns, and they're like, we need to leave right now.
I second this notion. I say we leave post haste.
Scrying's not going to work because it's people.
Yeah, Luke's not even caring what we're doing anymore.
I'm saying that. No.
If I take the map, can we just like scry elsewhere or does he have to do it?
We need a wizard of sufficient
Yeah.
power.
We need someone that can
Yeah.
do it. I ain't scrying.
But as a half-orc barbarian, you know that.
If there's one thing I'm good at, it's that.
Yeah.
It's knowing.
It's an arcane.
Right, well, what I'll do is I'll cast this spell and I'll see what I can find and I'll send you a message.
That'd be awfully kind of you.
Yes.
I'm still surprised, Arctic, that in 3 months you didn't think to scry for this
Shut up.
healing-hearted monarch.
Shut up, don't push it.
Well, look, 3 months. Well, I've been in the tower, so I don't know how long passed.
Yes, but does no one take this seriously?
When I was taken, I didn't think that this was going to happen, did I?
When you took...
So I was in my tower.
When you took what?
When I came out of my tower, the scroll was gone.
Scroll was gone.
The artifact was gone.
Are you okay,
Why is it
Master
hard?
Arctic?
I'm a bit tired, actually.
Can I... Do I have any
Electrolytes.
sense of whether he is... Yeah, I don't know those. Whether he's, telling the truth?
You can make an insight check.
It fails.
Fails. He just appears to be very absent-minded, as though he's got much larger thoughts.
What are you trying to say?
Really
So,
quite a lot.
interpret that how you will.
Okay.
Faustus tries not to think too hard about it.
Yeah, don't once you're in there.
Alright.
Once I penetrate your mind,
Oh god.
You're
Oh yes,
done.
yeah, the
you
mind.
are
Okay.
done.
So we take our leave from the Mage Tower, and where are we heading after the Mage Tower?
Come back in.
I feel like I need
It is
to
now end of evening because that meeting started at lunchtime, and you're in the tower for close to 6 hours. So we're going back to the comeback inn.
And we leave. Well, we leave with an invitation to come and drink or have dinner with us any time that he likes.
Very well. I probably won't take you up on that. But
Fair enough.
Sure, lost the music's quite good at the comeback inn. I know it's the other side of town from here.
well, look. No, thank you. I tend to stick to my tower. In my research,
Would you like to join an up-and-coming organisation?
look, if you return this artifact for me, I will give you a substantial donation to getting your organisation up and running.
How about an initial investment now for our expedition to recover your lost artifact?
We have 100% success
Wait,
rate.
where's your elemental friend gone?
Anyway,
Where is she?
when you
I wanna have a
finish your
chat with
scry
her.
spell, how about you just send us a message and I'll come back.
The DM's got you.
Well, that would be great.
You know, anyway guys,
But
get
I
out.
want to know, where is she?
She actually was
We were-
very tired, and she's actually gone back to the comeback inn to have a rest.
Well, maybe I will pop by the in later. Then.
How about you pop by when you've finished scrying?
I will do that.
Great. Anyway, guys, let's fucking go.
I love that there's this, barbarian putting like the Archmage of the Imperium in his place.
Yeah,
I put him in place for 5 hours.
Yeah.
5 hours.
So many different places.
Let's GT.
Yeah.
FO.
Yeah.
GT. Is that right?
Get the frog out. Yeah.
Yeah, get the frog out.
Yeah. CBI.
Yeah, there's a couple other letters.
Anyway, like I said, pat him on the head, give him the finger guns, keep
Right.
his glasses because they're
Well,
my trophy now.
I'll let you know when I find it, and you can go and retrieve it for me.
GG.
Bring it back here.
Cool.
I'll place it back in the vault. Redo the seals, and we'll get rid of this blight, hopefully.
Excellent.
Well,
And in all fairness, you might have to give us that via message spell because we're quite the go-getters at the Coterie of Heroes, and we may have already left the inn with our fire elemental. So you may
Oh,
need
no, I
to
still
send
need
us
to
a
have a
message.
chat with her.
No, that's
Well,
totally
we're
fine.
coming.
Got
We'll come back.
business.
We're
come back
very
with it.
trustworthy, and then I just wink
Do
at
you know how rare it is to come across a being of that power?
No, I do it every day.
It didn't never crossed my mind. If
Wake
I'm
up in the
totally
morning,
honest.
powerful.
I mean, she singed my back a bit, but that was it.
You do have a door directly to their portal. Is it really that rare? Oh,
What-
yeah,
what are
sorry.
you talking
My apologies. Sorry. Yes, sorry. We should be going.
We should be going.
I'm not really welcome there anymore.
Oh,
An incident some time ago, indeed, yes.
oh sounds
I can
spicy.
only imagine.
Did it involve royalty?
Perhaps. What would you know of the Fire Plains royalty?
Nothing, but I thought
Have you spent
definitely
time with any?
comes to mind. Like a fleeting glimpse of something that Ares had mentioned.
Let's just say that I might have upset someone of immense power.
Yes.
It might be the ruler of the Fire Plane, might not. Might not. Might have moved on by now. Quite possibly has. I'd say they have, yes. Been there.
Yes. Yes, but they're family, right? Yes.
That's right, yes. So, and I'm not welcome back. I'm not really sure why I've still got the circle active, to be honest. But,
Yeah, you might.
well, it's useful for collecting supplies.
I realise that I'm saying sort of. I follow finger guns out.
Anywho, see you later, Luva. We're gone.
Good day, sir.
Gotcha.
Oh, and consider one of your debts fulfilled.
Oh, I will, don't you worry.
Well.
Yes.
Well, okay.
Maybe catch up with that crazy old woman one day.
Oh, we're still. You.
No, he's talking to himself. We're gone.
Come back in.
We are out of here.
Do they come back in before we completely
Instead of being
escape?
followed by an eye, it's just like a mouth that just keeps talking at us. I'll leave village.
The eye does escort you off the ground, yes.
Okay.
And I wink at that one too.
Can an eye blush?
It manages.
It can now.
That's a deep question. Can an eye blush?
Was the eye in the room the whole time? Yes, it
Oh,
was.
no.
How many
Because
eyes?
if it wasn't, it was in the library in the portal room with you guys, so it came with us. Never mind. I thought that through.
No idea where the eye
I know where it was.
The pages.
I know exactly where it was.
You
The
did
wow, so many things could have happened.
He's a creepy dude. He watches
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
Oh,
There was
yes.
no, what's it called?
Yeah, I got
Safety
involved.
precautions taken.
Welcome to Orkley fans.
Oh,
Uploaded
Not even
against my
think.
will.
I did not even think about that.
I did. I know where it was. It was with us. We filmed it for sure. What a freak.
Do you have a free tip?
Hey.
Do you have a free
Have a
tip?
360 degree view.
Yeah. Set up OnlyFans as Orkley fans, and it's uploaded
A
against
bit
my
of a
will.
fisheye thing.
Can we wait,
Oh,
Luke?
my
Can we reserve that domain, please?
Let's do it.
That's actually sick.
I'm not gonna lie though, that's the
If
second
it's
time I had to make that
available.
joke because you weren't listening to me the first time.
What?
Huh?
That's really good.
Thank you. I'm gonna write that down on my page as well. I stopped
That's,
writing
that's,
down
your,
any
that's
helpful.
your third piece of merch
Yeah.
you're making for the
I
night.
stopped
now.
writing down helpful information. I just wrote down things I thought that was funny that I said.
You're the merch dude. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Just wrote down I like to call myself the wrist of magic. That's a whole like. So
Wrist of
yeah, when he was like, I like to call myself the head of magic or something, I was like, I like to call myself the wrist of magic.
I thought that's something that came up in the last 5 hours.
It is now.
And now that's a merchandise. We just get one of those little rubber band like
Just as magic.
bracelet things, wrist of magic.
All right. It is 10 o'clock, so we will go ahead and finish there. Thank you for joining us again. And we doing next Thursday?
Oh, that's,
Yes.
fortunately, AuckleyFans.com
Yes.
is taken.
You're
You're absolutely joking.
So we'll see you next Thursday for a very fun one-shot, or some of us will be here, some of us will not. And then we'll back to regularly scheduled broadcasting.
Hell yeah.
And make sure you tell everyone in the comments, all the places, all the socials, that you really want to see what happens with Blight and Faustus in the north, okay? I got you, fam. Come on, just let them know.
We all know no one cares.
Someone needs to carry this campaign.
Eldith, we must bring harmony to the world of Mar.
Man.